Hi, my name's Paula.
Hello, my name is Nicole Johnson.
Hey, my name is Cy Williams.
I am extrusion supervisor. I've been working at Hedro for about 10 years now. The reason I like working at Hedro is for the challenges and the opportunities to step up. I first started off in packing, and I was able to move myself up within the first 5 years. I believe it's a great place to work at.
I've been working here since 2011. I really like working for this company here. The department I work in here is dye repair. I've been a dye corrector for like maybe 4.5 years. I love it. I love the people. When we work here, we work safe. We work together as a unit.
I worked here at Hedro approximately 4 months now. I am the plant machinist. Everybody I work with is fantastic. Total mutual respect with all the employees around here. A lot of people are 45-year employees, so to have a company with that many people that are 20, 30, and 40 years, they have to be doing something right.
Starting the first bank in South Dakota was the easy part, earning the confidence of local farmers, helping families account for their dreams, and securing the future for countless businesses took us a little longer. We owe it to the hard workers, big dreamers, and forward thinkers out there. Thank you for making South Dakota a great place to call home.
Visiting the Yankton area? Then stop at the premier outfitter for the shooting sports, Dakota Archery and Outdoor Sports. If you use it to hunt, you'll find it and more at Dakota Archery. Their store features archery equipment and guns from the leading manufacturers, plus all the gear you need to go with it. Clothing, boots, bags, caps, gloves, ammo, arrows, and more.
Open every night till 8. Dakota Archery and Outdoor Sports, East Highway 50, Yankton, South Dakota.
For over 100 years, DeSmit Farm Mutual has been South Dakota's insurance company, providing farm, home, and auto insurance. Families, farmers, and ranchers look to us during good times and bad because of our commitment to our communities, neighbors, and rural lifestyle. While we utilize the most advanced technology, provide the most progressive insurance policies, and offer bundle packages that save you money, DeSmit hasn't forgotten that the most important job is protecting what's important to you. Go online to DeSmitFarmMutual.com to find an agent near you. DeSmit Farm Mutual Insurance, serving South Dakota from South Dakota.
Is proud to have been part of the Yankton community since its start in 2000.
One of the things I love most is that they believe in promoting from within. I've been given many opportunities to advance.
Truxedo has an extensive variety of benefits available to their employees.
The work environment at Truxedo is extremely positive.
We are looking for you to join our production team. Visit www.truxedo.com/careers to apply.
SureCo is the largest manufacturer of quality tarp and containment systems. With a corporate office in Yankton and 9 service centers, we will meet your tarping and containment needs. Gear up for harvest with our smart trailer line. SureCo's smart trailer electric accessories help you do the job faster, easier, and safer with increased productivity. When you need to be sure, make it SureCo.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
is the 2023 South Dakota American Legion Baseball State Tournament on KYNT and KYNT-TV. This coverage is brought to you by Dakota Archery and Outdoor Sports, Sureco, the Smith Farm Mutual Insurance, Hydro, First Dakota National Bank, Olson's Pest Technicians, Truxedo, and Yankton Thrive. Now let's go live to Riverside Field in Yankton.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live here on KYN-TV for the 2023 Class A American Legion Baseball State Tournament right here in Yankton, South Dakota. First time this tournament's been hosted in Yankton, or the first time since 2011 this tournament has been hosted in Yankton, so 12 years between the times that the River City has got to play host to the Legion Baseball State Tournament. We have 4 games on your docket today here on KYN-TV, 2 in this morning session and 2 in an afternoon session, and the game leading us all off will be Sioux Falls Post 15 East, the top overall seed in this year's tournament, going against Harrisburg Maroon, who came in as the lowest seed, one of 2 upset seeds in the state qualifiers, as they were able to knock off Rapid City Post 320 in the state qualifying series. We'll keep it with Harrisburg Maroon as we look at our matchup today. Maroon comes in with a 12-23 overall record. As I mentioned, they are the lowest seed to qualify for this state tournament, as they defeated Rapid City Post 320 in the qualifier series 2-1. They dropped Game 1 9-8 and would battle back on day 2 of the series, winning Game 2 5-4 and clinching it with a 13-7 Game 3 victory. As for Post 15 East out of Sioux Falls, 38-8 overall record on the year. Winners of 7 straight and 9 of their last 10. They're probably the hottest team in this tournament as we enter it. There's a reason they're the top overall seed. They swept Sturgis in their qualifier series 2-0, winning Game 1 3-1 and winning Game 2 7-1. It's going to be a very good game between these two teams today. Sioux Falls, Post 15 East, the top overall seed. Harrisburg Maroon, one of those underdog teams coming from a double-digit seed to qualify for the tournament. It is going to be a fun one today between these two teams. Looking at other games that are going to be happening today in our first session, Harrisburg Gold will take on Aberdeen Post 24. And then in our second session, Brookings Post 74 will take on Rapid City Post 22. And Renner Post 307 will take on the hosts Yankton Post 12 in the nightcap. All those games right here on KYN-TV. Keep it tuned here throughout the entire state tournament. We are guaranteed 14 games of baseball here on KYN-TV, potentially 15. It's a baseball lover's paradise here on KYN-TV. Going to be back in a couple of minutes. Take a look at the once again at the bracket itself and how we all got to the state tournament. This is the Class A Legion Baseball State Tournament on KYN-TV. Back in a couple of minutes.
Visiting the Yankton area? Then stop at the premier outfitter for the shooting sports, Dakota Archery and Outdoor Sports. If you use it to hunt, you'll find it and more at Dakota Archery. Their store features archery equipment and guns from the leading manufacturers, plus all the gear you need to go with it. Clothing, boots, bags, caps, gloves, ammo, arrows, and more.
Open every night till 8. Dakota Archery and Outdoor Sports, East Highway 50, Yankton, South Dakota.
For over 100 years, DeSmit Farm Mutual has been South Dakota's insurance company, providing farm, home, and auto insurance. Families, farmers, and ranchers look to us during good times and bad because of our commitment to our communities, neighbors, and rural lifestyle. While we utilize the most advanced technology, provide the most progressive insurance policies, and offer bundle packages that save you money, DeSmit hasn't forgotten that the most important job is protecting what's important to you. Go online to DeSmitFarmMutual.com to find an agent near you. DeSmit Farm Mutual Insurance, serving South Dakota from South Dakota.
Know what happens when you keep your hard-earned assets at First Dakota National Bank? You can rest assured that your accounts are protected to the maximum allowed by the FDIC, and those funds stay local. Businesses and organizations are positively impacted. The whole community benefits. You can invest your resources just about anywhere today, but if you can keep them safe, earn a good return, and benefit your local community, why invest anywhere else? First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
When you were younger, what did you dream of doing for a living?
Was it to be an engineer, a machinist? How about a mechanic?
Maybe work for a worldwide company. Well, we can make your dream a reality right here in Yankton.
You're a click away with Hydro Extruded Solutions. Hydro is in 40 countries, with Yankton being the second largest in the U.S. with a family of 420 employees.
Take the leap to become a part of our family today.
Where opportunities begin at your fingertips. Go to jobs.hydro.com.
We are aluminum.
Olson Pest Technicians is a family-owned business since 1966, and with over 50 years of pest management, they understand your issues, and their well-trained team will help you solve your pest problems. Issues with cockroaches, ants, bedbugs, bats, termites, spiders, rats, mice, or other creepy crawling pests? Give your home a fresh start and use the proven method of fumigation to take care of your pest problem. Olson's Pest Technicians will thoroughly get rid of pests so you can rest easy again. Call Olson Pest today, 800-KILL-BUG. That's 1-800-KILBUGS.
Sureco is the largest manufacturer of quality tarp and containment systems in North America. With a corporate office in Yankton, South Dakota, 9 service centers, dozens of equipment manufacturers, and hundreds of dealers, we will meet your tarping and containment needs. Gear up for harvest with our Smart Trailer line. Sureco's Smart Trailer electric accessories help you do the job faster, easier, and safer with increased productivity. Open your tarp, swing your auger into place, and open your trailer hopper from a single remote. When you need to be sure, make it Sureco.
If you're a visitor to the Yankton area, maybe camping at the lake or fishing on the river, we welcome you. I'm Nancy Winandy, CEO of Yankton Thrive. And if you want to know what's going on around Yankton while you're here, search out the new VisitYanktonSD.com website. It features everything from shopping, dining, lodging, area attractions, recreational opportunities, and upcoming events. Visiting the Yankton area? Then go online to VisitYanktonSD.com for the information you need.
Tuxedo is proud to have been part of the Yankton community since its start in 2000.
One of the things I love most is that they believe in promoting from within. I've been given many opportunities to advance.
Tuxedo has an extensive variety of benefits available to their employees.
The work environment at Tuxedo is extremely positive.
We are looking for you to join our production team. Visit www.tuxedo.com/careers to apply.
Welcome back in here on KYNT, the American Legion State Baseball Tournament for Class A here in 2023 in Yankton, South Dakota. First time in Yankton since 2011. We're talking about our first matchup here today. Sioux Falls East, the top overall seed, against Harrisburg Maroon, the lowest overall seed coming into this one, as they were an 11 seed in the state qualifying round. So we're going to look over those state qualifiers. We'll finish with our matchup today. So other teams that have qualified for the tournament, Harrisburg Gold, the number 2 overall seed, a pair of 11-0 shutouts over Sioux Falls West, got them to the dance. Number 3 seed Yankton, automatic bid being the tournament host, but as you can tell by their high ranking in the season, that did not mean they let off the gas pedal during the regular season. Number 3 overall seed coming in. Number 4, Brookings defeated number 13 Huron in a 2-game sweep to advance to the state tournament. Defeated Huron 16-0 and 13-4 over those 2 games. Rapid City Post 22, the defending state champions, are the 5 seed as they defeated Pierre Post 8 6-1 in game 1, 6-5 in game 2 for that 2-game sweep. Harrisburg Maroon, we mentioned, is the lowest overall seed. We'll talk about them in a second. Number 7 seeded Renner got a 2-game sweep over number 10 Brendan Valley, 5-3 in game 1 and 9-5 in game 2. The only other lower seed to win their state qualifier matchup besides Harrisburg Maroon was Aberdeen, the 9 seed upsetting the 8 seed Watertown in a 2-game sweep, 15-4 in game 1 and a 1-0 thriller in game 2 where Aberdeen was able to outlast Watertown. Now the 2 teams we got up on the docket here first today, Sioux Falls East and Harrisburg Maroon. Starting with the top seeded East, they defeated Sturgis in a 2-game sweep, 3-1 in game 1, 7-1 in game 2. And Harrisburg Maroon, the only series in the state qualifiers that went to 3 games as they were able to battle back against Rapid City Post 320, dropping game 1 9-8 before winning game 2 and 3, 5-4 in game 2 and 13-7 in game 3. Looking at some stats for both the teams today in their state qualifier series. Leading hitter for Sioux Falls East was Jack Smith as he went 5 for 8 over that 2-game series with 3 runs scored. On the mound, they threw out 3 pitchers, did Sioux Falls East. Tate Schaefer, Andrew Glovich, and Miles Reese. Miles Reese will be the starting pitcher today. We'll talk more about him later. But he went a complete game, 1 earned run allowed in game 1 of that series. So he's a good arm for Sioux Falls East. We'll talk more about him later. As for Harrisburg Maroon and how they got here, obviously that 3-game series with Rapid City post 320. Their leading hitter in that series was Jacob Bergman with a .667 batting average, 6 for 9, 2 RBI, 4 runs scored. He also drew 3 walks. He's going to be a player to watch today. We'll talk more about him and some other batters for Harrisburg Maroon later on, as we are ready to go here for the 2023 state tournament. It's nice to have this opening game. Early morning start, 10 a.m. first pitch is the plan here on KYNT TV. But as I mentioned, we got 14, potentially 15 games over the next set of days, now through Saturday, to crown ourselves a state champion. All that right here on KYNT TV. Tune in to KYNT TV, no matter who you root for, or even if you don't have a rooting interest, you just want to watch some very good baseball here in Yankton. Going to be back in a couple more minutes here on KYNT TV with another look at the starting players for each team, starting pitchers for each team, and some key offensive players, as well as the keys to the game. This is the Class A Legion Baseball State Tournament from Yankton, right here on KYNT TV. Back in a couple minutes.
Visiting the Yankton area? Then stop at the premier outfitter for the shooting sports, Dakota Archery and Outdoor Sports. If you use it to hunt, you'll find it and more at Dakota Archery. Their store features archery equipment and guns from the leading manufacturers, plus all the gear you need to go with it. Clothing, boots, bags, caps, gloves, ammo, arrows, and more.
Open every night till 8. Dakota Archery and Outdoor Sports, East Highway 50, Yankton, South Dakota.
For over 100 years, DeSmit Farm Mutual has been South Dakota's insurance company, providing farm, home, and auto insurance. Families, farmers, and ranchers look to us during good times and bad because of our commitment to our communities, neighbors, and rural lifestyle. While we utilize the most advanced technology, provide the most progressive insurance policies, and offer bundle packages that save you money, DeSmit hasn't forgotten that the most important job is protecting what's important to you. Go online to DeSmitFarmMutual.com to find an agent near you. DeSmit Farm Mutual Insurance, serving South Dakota from South Dakota.
Know what happens when you keep your hard-earned assets at First Dakota National Bank? You can rest assured that your accounts are protected to the maximum allowed by the FDIC, and those funds stay local. Businesses and organizations are positively impacted. The whole community benefits. You can invest your resources just about anywhere today, but if you can keep them safe, earn a good return, and benefit your local community, why invest anywhere else? First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
When you were younger, what did you dream of doing for a living?
Was it to be an engineer, a machinist? How about a mechanic?
Maybe work for a worldwide company. Well, we can make your dream a reality right here in Yankton.
You're a click away with Hydro Extruded Solutions. Hydro is in 40 countries, with Yankton being the second largest in the U.S. with a family of 420 employees.
Take a leap to become a part of our family today.
Where opportunities begin at your fingertips. Go to jobs.hydro.com.
We are aluminum.
Olson Pest Technicians is a family-owned business since 1966. And with over 50 years of pest management, they understand your issues, and their well-trained team will help you solve your pest problems. Issues with cockroaches, ants, bedbugs, bats, termites, spiders, rats, mice, or other creepy crawling pests? Give your home a fresh start and use the proven method of fumigation to take care of your pest problem. Olson's Pest Technicians will thoroughly get rid of pests so you can rest easy again. Call Olson Pest today, 800-KILL-BUG. That's 1-800-KILBUGS.
Sureco is the largest manufacturer of quality tarp and containment systems in North America. With a corporate office in Yankton, South Dakota, 9 service centers, dozens of equipment manufacturers, and hundreds of dealers, we will meet your tarping and containment needs. Gear up for harvest with our Smart Trailer line. Sureco's Smart Trailer electric accessories help you do the job faster, easier, and safer with increased productivity. Open your tarp, swing your auger into place, and open your trailer hopper from a single remote. When you need to be sure, make it Sureco.
If you're a visitor to the Yankton area, maybe camping at the lake or fishing on the river, we welcome you. I'm Nancy Winandy, CEO of Yankton Thrive. And if you want to know what's going on around Yankton while you're here, search out the new visityanktonsd.com website. It features everything from shopping, dining, lodging, area attractions, recreational opportunities, and upcoming events. Visiting the Yankton area? Then go online to visityanktonsd.com for the information you need.
Truxedo is proud to have been part of the Yankton community since its start in 2000.
One of the things I love most is that they believe in promoting from within. I've been given many opportunities to advance.
Truxedo has an extensive variety of benefits available to their employees.
The work environment at Truxedo is extremely positive.
We are looking for you to join our production team. Visit www.truxedo.com/careers to apply.
Welcome back in here live on KYN TV. We are still a couple minutes away from first pitch of our opening game of the 2023 Legion Baseball State Tournament. All games will be streamed right here on KYN TV. No matter what team you're a fan of or if you're just a fan of baseball in general, we got it for you. 14 games guaranteed, potentially 15 over the next set of days. All of them right here on KYN TV. Our first matchup is Sioux Falls East against Harrisburg Maroon. And welcome into the Truxedo pregame show as well. Looking at both these teams, though, we have your starting pitcher preview, your keys to the game, and your key offensive players. Let's start to the keys for both these teams. Harrisburg Maroon, the lower seed, the number 11 overall seed coming into this state tournament. They were one of two upsets in the qualifying round, knocking off number 6 Rapid City Post 320 in a thrilling 3-game series that they won 2-1. The only game in the qualifiers to go 3 games. Your key for them today is going to just be punch the top seed in the mouth early. Prove you belong here. Harrisburg Maroon, coming in below 500 record, the number 11 overall seed, but they proved against Rapid City Post 320 they're not afraid to swing with the big boys here in Class A. And if they can knock off Sioux Falls East early on, get themselves a lot of confidence going down the stretch, they could snowball that into a Cinderella-esque run. But it all starts here. You got to punch Sioux Falls East in the mouth early, and you got to get it going from the get-go. As for Sioux Falls East, it's kind of the flip side of that coin. You don't want to overlook Harrisburg Maroon just because they're coming in as an 11 seed. They're still a very dangerous team. They got a lot of good bats and some good arms on the mound as well. So it's not something you want to overlook. You don't want to make the mistake of being the first upset of the state tournament. It is double elimination, so a loss does not guarantee that you are done here in the state tournament, but it does make your road to the top a lot harder. Looking at your starting pitcher previews for both of these teams, starting today for Sioux Falls East will be Miles Reese. On the mound this season for Reese, he has pitched 44.1 innings, 44 1/3 innings, 8 total games, 7 starts. He is 7-0 on the mound. He has a 1.263 ERA and a .88 WHIP. He is a sensational pitcher for Sioux Falls East is Miles Reese. That's a tough matchup for Harrisburg Maroon out of the gate. We'll see how he does on the mound and how Sioux Falls East defense does behind him. Opposite of him for Harrisburg Maroon will be Darren Safransky. Safransky, 45 innings pitched even this year, 9 starts, a 2-2 record when factoring into the decision. Safransky carries a 2.95 ERA, a 1.31 WHIP. He's a batting average allowed of .209. He's a very good arm. A batting average allowed of .194. He is a very good arm here for Harrisburg Maroon, one of their top arms, if not the top arm in their rotation. That's how you want to get this state tournament started, is with your ace on the mound. A couple offensive players that we're going to be keeping an eye on for both teams. We'll start again with the top-seeded Sioux Falls East. Start with Jack Smith, who we talked about having a very good run of form in the state qualifiers. He hit .398 on the year. On-base percentage of .509, an OPS of 1.056, 51 total hits, has a home run on the season, 34 RBI, which is the third most on the team. He is a sensational player. Another player that we're looking at on the offensive end is Tristan Fitzsimmons, the leader, or second on the team in RBI, with 38 total on the year. He has a just under 300 batting average, an OPS of .865, 33 total hits. Another offensive player to look at for Sioux Falls East. Now turning our attention to Harrisburg Maroon and their batting stats on the year. A couple key players for them. It'll be Carson Drexler will be the main one. Leads the team with home runs with 3 on the year. Has an OPS of .767. 25 total RBI to lead the team. 15 runs scored. He's drawn 15 walks as well, as he has been a great player for Yankton throughout the day, for Harrisburg Maroon throughout the year. Calling Yankton games all year gets me tripped up a little bit. My apologies. Other player we're going to look at is Carter Gronseth, wearing the number 11 today for Harrisburg Maroon. Has a .381 batting average on the year, .457 OBP, .910 OPS. Has 13 RBI, 20 runs scored. He's drawn 18 walks as well. Another good bat for Harrisburg Maroon. They're going to need both Gronseth and Drexler, along with their entire lineup, to get going early today if they want to knock off the top-seeded Sioux Falls East. Starting lineups are being announced, and then we'll have our national anthem. So we'll be back in a couple minutes here on KYNT TV as we are marching towards first pitch. This is the Class A Legion Baseball State Tournament here in Yankton. Back in a couple minutes on KYNT TV.
Visiting the Yankton area? Then stop at the premier outfitter for the shooting sports, Dakota Archery and Outdoor Sports. If you use it to hunt, you'll find it and more at Dakota Archery. Their store features archery equipment and guns from the leading manufacturers, plus all the gear you need to go with it. Clothing, boots, bags, caps, gloves, ammo, arrows, and more.
Open every night till 8. Dakota Archery and Outdoor Sports, East Highway 50, Yankton, South Dakota.
For over 100 years, DeSmit Farm Mutual has been South Dakota's insurance company, providing farm, home, and auto insurance. Families, farmers, and ranchers look to us during good times and bad because of our commitment to our communities, neighbors, and rural lifestyle. While we utilize the most advanced technology, provide the most progressive insurance policies, and offer bundle packages that save you money, DeSmit hasn't forgotten that the most important job is protecting what's important to you. Go online to DeSmitFarmMutual.com to find an agent near you. DeSmit Farm Mutual Insurance, serving South Dakota from South Dakota.
Know what happens when you keep your hard-earned assets at First Dakota National Bank? You can rest assured that your accounts are protected to the maximum allowed by the FDIC, and those funds stay local. Businesses and organizations are positively impacted. The whole community benefits. You can invest your resources just about anywhere today, but if you can keep them safe, earn a good return, and benefit your local community, why invest anywhere else? First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
When you were younger, what did you dream of doing for a living?
Was it to be an engineer, a machinist? How about a mechanic?
Maybe work for a worldwide company. Well, we can make your dream a reality right here in Yankton.
You're a click away with Hydro Extruded Solutions. Hydro is in 40 countries, with Yankton being the second largest in the U.S. with a family of 420 employees.
Take the leap to become a part of our family today.
Where opportunities begin at your fingertips. Go to jobs.hydro.com.
We are aluminum.
Olson Pest Technicians is a family-owned business since 1966. And with over 50 years of pest management, they understand your issues, and their well-trained team will help you solve your pest problems. Issues with cockroaches, ants, bedbugs, bats, termites, spiders, rats, mice, or other creepy crawling pests? Give your home a fresh start and use the proven method of fumigation to take care of your pest problem. Olson's Pest Technicians will thoroughly get rid of pests so you can rest easy again. Call Olson Pest today, 800-KILL-BUG. That's 1-800-KILBUGS.
Sureco is the largest manufacturer of quality tarp and containment systems in North America. With a corporate office in Yankton, South Dakota, 9 service centers, dozens of equipment manufacturers, and hundreds of dealers, we will meet your tarping and containment needs. Gear up for harvest with our Smart Trailer line. Sureco's Smart Trailer electric accessories help you do the job faster, easier, and safer with increased productivity. Open your tarp, swing your auger into place, and open your trailer hopper from a single remote. When you need to be sure, make it Sureco.
Welcome back in here live on KYN TV for the opening game of the 2023 American Legion State Tournament here in South Dakota, taking place in Yankton, the first time since 2011 that the River City plays host to the state tournament for Legion baseball. Looking at your field conditions here as we're getting close to the national anthem. 77 degrees outside, mostly cloudy skies early this morning. Wind out of the east-southeast around 8 miles an hour. 87% humidity. Looking out for today, it's going to be a high of 91 degrees, so it's going to get up into the 90s by the time we get through here on KYN TV. We're going to go now to the national anthem as I'll step aside off the mic.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here today. The American Legion Baseball League was first proposed in Madison, South Dakota in 1925. 98 years later, the American Legion Baseball continues to be one of the most successful and tradition-rich amateur leagues in the nation. Thank you very much for being here today and supporting this great program. Enjoy the games. Thank you.
At this time, we ask that you all please rise for the presentation of colors by the Irene American Legion Post 193. Afterwards, we will have the singing of our national anthem. We ask that you please remain standing and honor the colors till they have been retired. Then we will have the reading of the American Legion Code of Sportsmanship. Once again, the presentation of colors by Irene American Legion Post 193. And now, to sing our national anthem, Paige Westergren.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam? Whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the brave and all of the
Visiting the Yankton area? Then stop at the premier outfitter for the shooting sports, Dakota Archery and Outdoor Sports. If you use it to hunt, you'll find it and more at Dakota Archery. Their store features archery equipment and guns from the leading manufacturers, plus all the gear you need to go with it. Clothing, boots, bags, caps, gloves, ammo, arrows, and more.
Open every night till 8. Dakota Archery and Outdoor Sports, East Highway 50, Yankton, South Dakota.
Olson Pest Technicians is a family-owned business since 1966, and with over 50 years of pest management, they understand your issues, and their well-trained team will help you solve your pest problems. Issues with cockroaches, ants, bedbugs, bats, termites, spiders, rats, mice, or other creepy crawling pests? Give your home a fresh start and use the proven method of fumigation to take care of your pest problem. Olson's Pest Technicians will thoroughly get rid of pests so you can rest easy again. Call Olson Pest today, 800-KILL-BUG. That's 1-800-KILBUGS.
Sureco is the largest manufacturer of quality tarp and containment systems in North America. With a corporate office in Yankton, South Dakota, 9 service centers, dozens of equipment manufacturers, and hundreds of dealers, we will meet your tarping and containment needs. Gear up for harvest with our Smart Trailer line. Sureco's Smart Trailer electric accessories help you do the job faster, easier, and safer with increased productivity. Open your tarp, swing your auger into place, and open your trailer hopper from a single remote. When you need to be sure, make it Sureco.
Welcome back in here on KYN TV for the South Dakota American Legion Baseball State Tournament in Class A, hosted right here in Yankton. KYN TV, once again, is your exclusive home for every game of this tournament. 14 games guaranteed, 15 games possible, depending on how this all shakes out. Take a look at your starting lineups for these two teams. Your opening game is between the top-seeded Sioux Falls East and the 11th seed, one of two lower seeds who won their state qualifier matchups, the Harrisburg Maroon Tigers. For Sioux Falls East, they will be the home team as the higher seed. They will be starting out in the field, so we'll go around the horn for them. In left field will be Dylan Rippentrop. In center field will be Jack Smith, and in right will be Andrew Glovich. Going around the horn inside the diamond, third base will be Tate Schaefer, shortstop Sawyer Tolk, second baseman Lincoln Vasgard, and first baseman Tristan Fitzsimmons. Your battery today will be Braden Olson behind the plate and Miles Reese on the mound for post 15 East out of Sioux Falls. For Harrisburg Maroon, they will start with the bat in their hands, so we'll go through their lineup. Leading off will be left fielder Jason Hansen, followed by catcher Peyton Blackwelder. Batting third will be shortstop Carter Gronseth. Batting fourth will be the designated hitter Sam Sutton. Batting fifth, right fielder Jacob Bergman. Sixth will be first baseman Tyler Frederick. Seventh will be second baseman Kaysen Siverson. Batting eighth will be third baseman Michael Oakland. And rounding out the order will be center fielder Carson Drexler. On the mound today for Harrisburg Maroon will be Darren Safransky. It's going to be a lot of fun here in Yankton for this 2023 state tournament. So we're going through our warm-ups here for Sioux Falls East out in the field. Harrisburg Maroon going to be walking up to the plate here shortly. I'd like to thank a couple of our sponsors here as we round out the Tuxedo pregame show. Starting with First Dakota National Bank, great banking is built on trust, and trust takes time. First Dakota has proudly supported the dreams and banking needs of their customers for 150 years. They offer personal, business, and ag banking solutions for every stage of your journey, plus a friendly team of professional bankers ready to put you first. Also, Yankton Thrive. There's a thriving business economy in the Yankton area. Your one source and resource for all businesses from retail to manufacturing is Yankton Thrive. For more, go to yanktonsd.com. DeSmit Farm Mutual. DeSmit Farm Mutual Insurance, serving South Dakota from South Dakota. And lastly, Sherco, a proud supporter of the 2023 South Dakota American Legion Senior Baseball Tournament. When you need to be sure, make it Sherco. Going through his final warm-up pitches here is Miles Reese, giving him plenty of time to get warm. Home plate umpire signals one more. Are getting ready to go. Leading off for Harrisburg Maroon will be Jason Hansen. Following him, Peyton Blackwelder. And batting third, Carter Gronseth. That is your three-batter minimum for Harrisburg Maroons. We got the throw down from Olson behind the plate, and we're ready to get going. Scheduled for a 10 a.m. start. Almost right on time. It looks like first pitch will take place around 10:03 a.m. this morning.
Leading off the top of the first for the Harrisburg Post 45 Maroon Tigers, the left fielder number 2, Jason Hansen.
Miles Reese, the right-handed pitcher on the mound, toeing the rubber. He's to throw the first pitch of the Legion Baseball State Tournament, and we are underway. It's a ball inside. First pitch official time is 10:04 a.m. on this July Tuesday. It's a 1-0 count for Reese. Big swing there from Hansen, trying to get a piece early, but couldn't find it. Strike one. Went over Reese's stats a little bit in the pregame on the mound. Our starting pitcher preview, one of the aces of the rotation. This one's drowned the first base line, gloved at first, and that's going to be out on the play. Good play by Tristan Fitzsimmons to glove that over at first and step on the bag for out number 1.
Number 12, the catcher, Peyton Blackwelder.
Brings up the catcher, Peyton Blackwelder, number 12 for Harrisburg Maroon. First pitch to him off the plate for a ball. Blackwelder comes in with a .303 batting average, 13 RBI on the season, and 20 runs scored. That one misses the zone as well for ball 2 to Blackwelder. Drawn his share of walks this season, leads the team with 26 drawn. He's showing the patience at the plate now as it's a 3-0 count. Reese comes set, trying to battle back out of the hole. That one clips the outside part of the zone for strike 1. It goes to 3-1 now to Blackwelder. Carter Gronseth on deck. Sam Sutton in the hole for Harrisburg Maroon. The 3-1 from Reese. That one finds the zone as well. Good pitch as he's battled back to make it full. 3-2 count now to Blackwell. Payoff pitch. Finds the zone for strike 3 from 3-0 to a punch out. There's a reason Miles Reese is starting this game 1 for Sioux Falls East. He's sensational on the mound all season, and he gets the punch out there. First strikeout of the game, first strikeout of the Legion State Tournament. Brings up the shortstop, Carter Gronseth. Reese working quickly. First pitch to him in there for strike 1. After getting down 3-0 to the last batter, he has thrown 4 straight strikes. See if Reese is grooving, gets him swinging on that one. Can't find a piece for Gronseth. It's an 0-2 count now. Miles Reese, Sioux Falls East, trying to make it a 1-2-3 inning. This one grounded back up the middle, and that's going to be a base hit. The first hit of the tournament. That one goes to Carter Gronseth. A single back up the middle. Hit him where they ain't. He's on first base. Brings up the designated hitter, Sam Sutton. 373 batting average on the year for Sutton. 1.119 OPS. 19 RBI, 24 runs scored, 23 walks drawn for the left-handed hitter. Sutton is the DH in today's game. So he gets set. Reese working out the stretch for the first time today. Sutton catches a piece of it, but it's fouled back into the netting for strike 1. Reese comes set on the rubber again. Working off the left side of the mound. That one high and away for ball 1. Gronseth on first. Not taking too big of a lead. Playing it safe. Reese glances at the runner, now comes home. That one misses outside for ball 2. It's the first left-handed hitter that Reese has seen today. With 2 down in the inning, if Sutton's able to get on base, Jacob Bergman's on deck, Tyler Frederick in the hole. That one outside, ball 3. 3-1 count now to Sam Sutton. Sutton comes set in the box. Reese goes set on the mound. Fires home. Big swing there from Sutton. Couldn't get a piece of it, though. Got a payoff pitch. Here's the count is full. See what Reese brings at him. Runner goes. Foul tip back into the netting. That runner is going to be in motion no matter what with a full count and 2 down in the inning. Reese trying to get out of the first inning of the state tournament unscathed. Fires home with the payoff pitch. Forces the swing and a miss from Sutton. That's strike 3. Second strikeout of the inning. 1 hit, 1 runner left on base. No runs come across for Harrisburg Maroon. We go to the bottom of the first. Sioux Falls East, their bats will be up next. This is the 2023 South Dakota American Legion State Tournament on KYNT TV in Yankton. Back in a couple minutes.
If you're a visitor to the Yankton area, maybe camping at the lake or fishing on the river, we welcome you. I'm Nancy Winandy, CEO of Yankton Thrive. And if you want to know what's going on around Yankton while you're here, search out the new visityanktonsd.com website. It features everything from shopping, dining, lodging, area attractions, recreational opportunities, and upcoming events. Visiting the Yankton area? Then go online to visityanktonsd.com for the information you need.
Tuxedo is proud to have been part of the Yankton community since its start in 2000.
One of the things I love most is that they believe in promoting from within. I've been given many opportunities to advance.
Tuxedo has an extensive variety of benefits available to their employees.
The work environment at Tuxedo is extremely positive.
We are looking for you to join our production team. Visit www.tuxedo.com/careers to apply.
Welcome back in here on KYN TV for the South Dakota American Legion Baseball State Tournament here in Yankton. Harrisburg Maroon had 4 batters come to the plate in the first inning. Miles Reese for Sioux Falls East struck out 2 of them, and they got the 3rd out on a ground out to first base. It's 0-0 as we go to the bottom of inning number 1. Looking out in the field for Harrisburg Maroon, we'll go through their lineup in the field. Starting at left field will be Jason Hansen. Center field, Carson Drexler. Right field, Jacob Bergman. Around the horn on the infield, third baseman, Michael Oakland. Shortstop, Carter Gronseth. Second baseman, Kason Siverson. First baseman, Tyler Frederick. Your battery today for Harrisburg Maroon, Peyton Blackwelder behind the plate. And on the mound, Darren Safransky. Leading off for Sioux Falls East here will be Jack Smith. He'll be followed by Sawyer Tolk batting second. The pitcher, Miles Reese, batting third. Andrew Glovich batting cleanup. Tristan Fitzsimmons fifth. Dylan Rippentrop sixth. Tate Schaefer seventh. Lincoln Vasgard eighth. And Braden Olson rounding out the order for Sioux Falls East. Smith, Tolk, and Reese are your 3-batter minimum. First pitch to Smith is sent out to right field. Right fielder giving chase. He's at the wall. Fence. Jack Smith with a leadoff home run. What a swing from that man. First pitch he saw today, and he sends it into the trees over the right field fence. Sioux Falls East takes the 1-0 lead. This is not an easy ballpark to send a ball over the fence at either. Center field is 350. Where he sent it to right center is about 350 as well, 345. It's a 10-foot fence as well. He had to get the launch angle and the exit velo on that one. Jack Smith makes it 1-0 with a solo shot. Got to get back to the action here as Sawyer Tolk has stepped into the batter's box. Safransky trying to settle the nerves for that first pitch home run. First pitch was a strike to Tolk. Second one misses low and away, ball 1. It's a 1-1 count now. This one sent over the second baseman's head into right center field. That's going to be another hit. Tolk makes the turn at first, takes a few steps. Now he's going to hustle back as Harrisburg Maroon gets that ball back in. Good contact made on back-to-back hits for Sioux Falls East. They got 1 run on the board and now a runner on first. Nobody out, and that brings up the pitcher, Miles Reese. Safransky out of the stretch. Misses low and away, ball 1. Sioux Falls East really started this thing with a bang. Good inning defensively. A leadoff home run from Smith as there's a swinging strike to Reese. Another single in the right center field by Sawyer Tolk, showing why they are the #1 overall seed. They've been sensational all year. 38-8 overall record. Winners of 7 straight, 9 of their last 10. The 1-1. This is inside for ball 2. Andrew Glovich currently on deck for Sioux Falls East. Tristan Fitzsimmons in the hole. Dylan Rippentrop waiting in the wings. It's all about the man on the mound right now, or about the man at the dish right now. Also on the mound, Miles Reese, the pitcher. That one finds the zone for strike 2. Counts knotted up 2-2. You can hear the crowd already here in Yankton. Both these teams traveled well, bringing their fan base for an early morning game on a Tuesday. Hear both dugouts as well as the throw over. Not there in time, just forces Tolk to slide back into first. Safransky with the throw home. Strike 3 looking as he sets down Miles Reese. Trying to calm the nerves a little bit for Safransky. Gave up a leadoff home run followed by a single. That brings up Andrew Glovich. Glovich, the right fielder here.
Right fielder number 9, Andrew Glovich.
Glovich is batting .309 on the season, a .919 OPS. Has hit 5 home runs on the year, which is the team lead. 33 RBI as well. First pitch to him is in there for strike 1. You look at the slugging for Glovich. Look at the home runs, look at the RBIs. There's a reason he's batting cleanup. The 0-1, runner goes to second, throw down, slide in, head first for Tolk. He's going to get there in time. Throw 1 hops to the second baseman, pulls him off the bag. Now you got a runner in scoring position. It's one of your top RBI guys at the dish. One of your top power hitters, the team lead in home runs. Shot to the gap could make this a 2-run game. Glovich gets a piece of it, but it's back into the net for a foul ball. Only one down here in the first inning. Sioux Falls East leads 1-0. Tristan Fitzsimmons on deck. Dylan Rippentrop in the hole. That one low and away, bounces, gets away, wild pitch. Tolk's going to take third. Now Sioux Falls East poised to strike once again. Runner in prime position to make it 2-0 if Glovich can find a hole. Safransky working out of the windup again with the runner on third. Leaves that one low and away for ball 2. Good block behind the plate. That is Peyton Blackwelder behind the dish. 2-2 pitch from Safransky. Glovich grounded to the third baseman. Is going to hold Tolk at third. Throw over. Gets there just in time to get Glovich out. And the runner stays at third as well. So Tolk still on third. Glovich out on the 5-3 putout. That brings up Tristan Fitzsimmons.
Now batting the first baseman, number 6, Tristan Fitzsimmons.
Tristan Fitzsimmons stepping up to the plate. 287 batting average on the year. On base percentage of 465. First pitch to him is ball 1. He's also got 38 RBI on the season, second most on the team behind the pitcher, Miles Reese. 1-0, low and away for a ball as well. Gets away from the catcher for a moment, but Blackwater quick out of his squat. Keeps the runner at third. It's a 2-0 count now. It's a calm wind today out of the east-southeast, around 8 miles an hour at first pitch, but still enough to start blowing my papers around in the booth. That one away again. Another good snag by Blackwelder. Count goes 3-0. We'll see if Fitzsimmons is taken all the way. You know, the directive in a moment like this, unless it's middle, just take it. See what Safransky throws him here out of the windup. That one hits the zone. It's a 3-1 count now. We'll see how that changes the mindset of Fitzsimmons at the dish. Safransky winds up, kicks, deals. That one low and away, ball 4. You got runners at the corners now for Sioux Falls East on that walk. That brings up Dylan Rippentrop. First walk of the game for either team. We're only in the bottom of inning number 1 here. This is the opening game of the 2023 South Dakota American Legion Baseball State Tournament. All games will be broadcast right here on KYNT TV. I am Braden Butler. I am one of the multiple guides that will lead you through the state tournament this year on KYNT TV. First pitch swinging here for Rippentrop. Gets a piece, but fouls it up and out of play.
Foul balls can be redeemed for $1 at the gate thanks to the boxcar. Just a couple of blocks away, you'll find the sweetest spot in Yankton. Hard ice cream, candies, and toys.
Gonna have to get off the microphone for a second. Foul balls are redeemed for $1. I gotta make rent by the end of the month. Obviously, just kidding. 0-1 pitch inside for ball 1. 1-1 count with 2 down, 2 runners on. Swing and a miss there for strike 2 by Rippentrop. It's a 1-2 count. He's batting .377 on the season, .957 OPS, .482 slugging. Got 24 RBI to his name, 29 runs scored. And now finds himself in a 1-2 hole with 2 down. Safransky checks the runner at first, working out of the stretch. He deals home, gets him swinging for strike 3. Safransky strands 2 on the base paths, but 1 run does come across for Sioux Falls East. First pitch to the Sioux Falls East batter was taken over the right field fence for a home run. They lead 1-0, 2 hits, 1 run, and 2 runners left on base for Sioux Falls East as we go to the top of inning number 2. I'd like to thank a couple of our sponsors, starting with Dakota Archery. Open every night until 8 p.m. Sorry there, excuse me, had something catching my throat. Dakota Archery open every night until 8 p.m. Dakota Archery and Outdoor Sports, East Highway 50, Yankton. proud to support the 2023 Legion State Tournament. Also, Hedro, one of Yankton's biggest and best employers. When you're ready for a break and looking for a new direction, visit jobs.hedro.com. Lastly, Olson's Pest, your residential and commercial pest control solutions. Call 1-800-KIL-BUGS. Going to be back in 30 seconds here with the top of inning number 2. This is the 2023 South Dakota American Legion State Tournament on KYNT-TV in Yankton.
Visiting the Yankton area? Then stop at the premier outfitter for the shooting sports, Dakota Archery and Outdoor Sports. If you use it to hunt, you'll find it and more at Dakota Archery. Their store features archery equipment and guns from the leading manufacturers, plus all the gear you need to go with it. Clothing, boots, bags, caps, gloves, ammo, arrows, and more.
Open every night till 8. Dakota Archery and Outdoor Sports, East Highway 50, Yankton, South Dakota.
Welcome back in here on KYN-TV. We go to the top of inning number 2, opening game of the 2023 American Legion Baseball State Tournament here in Yankton. First time since 2011. 12 years separating host bids for Yankton.
Leading off the top of the second from Harrisburg, post 45, Maroon.
Leading off the top of inning number 2 for Harrisburg Maroon will be Jacob Bergman, playing right field today. One hit on the game for Harrisburg as that one is sent foul towards the parking lot. Hopefully no damage caused. There's been history of that. The 0-1 to Bergman, outside for ball 1. Miles Reese had 2 strikeouts in the first inning. Third out was unassisted play at first by the first baseman for Sioux Falls East. Tristan Fitzsimmons, as that one is low and away, ball 2. Bergman on the season comes in with a .351 batting average, 26 total hits, 13 RBI, 20 runs scored. Currently ahead in the count right now as he is up 3-1 on Reese. 3 balls, 1 strike. We'll see what his plan is at the plate. It's a hitter's count, and he sends it on the ground, chopper, on the first base line, out of play. It's going to be a foul ball. Fitzsimmons was giving chase, but he got past it. Count goes full. We'll get a payoff pitch from Reese. On deck for Harrisburg Maroon is Tyler Frederick, Kason Severson in the hole. That's your 3-batter minimum. This one's foul tipped. Just got enough of it. Just enough to stay alive here for Bergman. Bergman playing right field. Wearing the number 10 today for Harrisburg. Reese with the wind-up and pitch. Payoff pitch sent out to right center field. That one's going to drop for a base hit. It's going to be at least 1. Bergman takes the turn. He's going 2. Fielded in center field. Throw down to the second baseman. Slides in feet first. Bergman with a lead-off double here in the top of the second. Runner immediately in scoring position as they're trying to cut into the 1-run deficit. Or erase the 1-run deficit. Tyler Frederick now up to the plate, the first baseman. Severson steps into the on-deck circle.
Number 8, first baseman, Tyler Frederick.
Frederick, the left-handed hitter. Second left-handed hitter we've seen from Harrisburg today. Sam Sutton is the other. First pitch to him was a strike. Frederick wearing the number 8. See what Reese is doing out of the stretch here. Checks the runner at first, now fires home. Late cut there by Frederick, got a piece, sends it into the home team, or the road team bullpens, excuse me, down the left field line. Reese coming set on the mound. Staring daggers at the runner at second, now comes home, lose that one outside for a ball. 1-2 count now. Comes set again. Quick glance that time at second. Throw down, trying to get a back pick. Bergman taking off for third. They got him in a jam, and they're going to get him on the tag. That's technically going to be a double play. So there's a strikeout at the plate, and then they got Bergman napping on the base paths. He just got caught out there in no man's land. Great defensive play by Sioux Falls East. Good throw down from the catcher. Smart play on the back pick from Braden Olson behind the dish. Really set that whole play up. And suddenly, Harrisburg Maroon goes from a runner in scoring position with nobody out to 2 down and nobody on in the blink of an eye. Reese out of the windup. First pitch swinging for Severson. Can't find a piece. Strike one. Severson can find a bit of that one, but that's going to be foul ball. Out of play, out of the field. This is Riverside Field at Bob Tereshinski Stadium in Yankton, South Dakota, the host of the 2023 American Legion Baseball State Tournament. Broadcast exclusively here on KYNT TV every game. 14 minimum, 15 at most. It's going to be a guaranteed fun week of baseball here in Yankton. 1-2 count now from Reese. That one, strike three, looking back-to-back Ks, ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, unconventionally, but it works. 1 hit, no runs, no runners, left on base for Harrisburg Maroon. We go to the bottom of inning number 2, Sioux Falls East, trying to add to their 1-run lead. We'll be back in 60 seconds. This is the 2023 South Dakota American Legion State Tournament on KYN TV in Yankton. Back in 60 seconds.
Know what happens when you keep your hard-earned assets at First Dakota National Bank? You can rest assured that your accounts are protected to the maximum allowed by the FDIC, and those funds stay local. Businesses and organizations are positively impacted. The whole community benefits. You can invest your resources just about anywhere today, but if you can keep them safe, earn a good return, and benefit your local community, why invest anywhere else? First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
For over 100 years, DeSmit Farm Mutual has been South Dakota's insurance company, providing farm, home, and auto insurance. Families, farmers, and ranchers look to us during good times and bad because of our commitment to our communities, neighbors, and rural lifestyle. While we utilize the most advanced technology, provide the most progressive insurance policies, and offer bundle packages that save you money, DeSmit hasn't forgotten that the most important job is protecting what's important to you. Go online to DeSmitFarmMutual.com to find an agent near you. DeSmit Farm Mutual Insurance, serving South Dakota from South Dakota.
We'll go back in here on KYN TV. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. Darren Safransky still on the mound for Harrisburg Maroon. Michael Oakland, the third baseman, leading off here for Sioux Falls East. Excuse me, that was Harrisburg Maroon's lineup. Tate Schaefer, the third baseman. Right position, wrong team, leading off here for Sioux Falls East. Before his first at-bat, thank a couple of our sponsors, including Tuxedo. Tuxedo are looking for you to join their production team. Visit www.tuxedo.com/careers to apply. And Fairfield Inn. The 2023 South Dakota State Legion Baseball Tournament broadcast booth is sponsored by the Fairfield Inn, Yankton's newest and nicest hotel, now open at 21st and Broadway. First pitch swinging here for Schaefer. Ground ball to the shortstop, muffled at short. It's going to be a fielding error, and it's going to put the runner at first for Sioux Falls East. Sometimes it's tough to read. These balls take wild bounces off the rubber pellets here on the turf field.
Schaefer reaches on the error. Now batting second baseman number 1, Lincoln Vasgard.
Brings up Lincoln Vasgard, the second baseman, wearing the number 1 today. Vasgard takes the first pitch for ball 1. Third baseman was running up. Vasgard's the 8-hole hitter. Braden Olson, the 9-hole hitter, is on deck for Sioux Falls East, and then it's back to the top of the order. That one finds its own for strike 1. It's a 1-1 count now for Safransky to Vasgard. One to Vasgard, foul tipped. Looks like it bounced up and maybe got a piece of the body for Vasgard. It was dead ball. Makes the count 1-2. Sioux Falls East have come out back-to-back innings and swung at the first pitch they see. Jack Smith sent it over the right field fence in the first inning for a home run. That's the 1-0 lead. And then Tate Schaefer reaching on an error to start inning number 2. They're just jumping on him early. Trying their best to be all over the first pitch if it's left in the zone for Safransky. He throws over to first, but Schaefer's able to get back in time. 1-2 count now to Vasgard. That's popped up over the net, out of play. Will remain a 1-2 count now to Lincoln Vasgard, the second baseman. Vasgard's batting .329 on the season with 24 hits, 13 RBI. This one popped up and out of play. Vasgard been primarily a station-to-station guy this season. Only one extra base hit so far in the year, but he does have 13 RBI, 16 runs scored. Runner goes to second, throw down, slide in there in time. Caught him hard on his hip there as he slid in feet first, but Tate Schaefer is going to be at second on the steal. It's going to be a 2-2 count to Lincoln Vasgard. See what Safransky has for Vasgard here, and a runner in scoring position now with Schaefer on second. Safransky comes home. Vasgard sends this one out to center field. Getting under it is the center fielder. The hat comes off, but he makes the play. Throw in, trying to get Schaefer, going to third. Not there in time. That'll be a sacrifice for Vasgard as he advances the runner to third base, but he's out to be the first out of inning number 2.
Number 21, catcher.
Brings up number 21, the catcher, Braden Olson. He's the 9-hole hitter. Jack Smith on deck is leadoff man of this lineup. Sawyer Tolk in the hole. That one high for ball, 1 to Olson. Safransky set on the mound. He's going to take a step off. Rethink the signs from his catcher. Try to find something he likes. Safransky speeds it up now, working quickly, low and away, ball 1. Or excuse me, got a strike, so strike 1. Low and away got Olson swinging on that one. Olson takes a swing at this one as well, driven out to right field. Bergman giving chase on the warning track as he gloves it. Looks like it's going to be a sac fly RBI, though, as Tate Schaefer runs home from third. Another run on the board for Sioux Falls East. A pair of sac flies, advancing Schaefer from second to home.
Sacrifice fly for Braden Olson. The Sioux Falls East leadoff batter
brings up the leadoff hitter, Jack Smith, who started this tournament with an absolute bang over the right field fence for the home run. See what he's got here. Safransky, first pitch out of the zone. At the very least, not allowing Smith to try to get another piece of the ball in the opening pitch. Smith takes a cut at that one for strike 1. It's a 1-1 count now. Smith is the center fielder for Sioux Falls East. Tried to check his swing there from the looks of it. And he did. They appealed down to the first base umpire. Smith checked up just in time for ball 2. Safransky working from the center of the mound out of his windup. That one just misses the zone. Ball 3. It's a 3-1 count now for just to Jack Smith. Sawyer Tolk on deck. Miles Reese in the hole. Smith takes a cut at that one. Can't get a piece. Strike 2. Count goes full now. That home run to start this game was the second of the season for Smith. So he's going to be sat down on the punch out as Safransky gets out of inning number 2. But not before a run comes across for Sioux Falls East. 1 hit, 1 run, no runners left on base. I'd like to thank a couple of our sponsors real quick, including obviously KYNT TV, your exclusive state tournament broadcast destination. Please consider subscribing to KYNT TV's YouTube channel and be made aware whenever we go live for Yankton and Mount Marty University athletics. Even if you're not from Yankton, some schools do not have road game coverage, and you are more than welcome to join us on KYNT TV for football, volleyball, soccer, basketball, and baseball. We have you covered on Yankton's home stream, KYNT TV. 2-0 is your score. Sioux Falls East leads in the opening game of the state tournament. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is the 2023 South Dakota American Legion State Tournament on KYN TV in Yankton. Back in 30.
When you were younger, what did you dream of doing for a living?
Was it to be an engineer, a machinist? How about a mechanic?
Maybe work for a worldwide company. Well, we can make your dream a reality right here in Yankton.
You're a click away with Hydro Extruded Solutions. Hydro is in 40 countries, with Yankton being the second largest in the U.S. with a family of 420 employees.
Take the leap to become a part of our family today.
Where opportunities begin at your fingertips. Go to jobs.hydro.com.
We are aluminum.
Welcome back here on KYNT TV, the exclusive home for the 2023 South Dakota American Legion State Tournament here in Yankton. Sioux Falls East leads 2-0. They're the top overall seed in this tournament over Harrisburg Maroon, the lowest seed in this tournament. They were one of 2 upsets in the state qualifier round as an 11 seed, as they knocked off the number 6 seed Rapid City Post 320 in a 3-game series to get here. So it will be a double elimination tournament, 14 games guaranteed on KYNT TV. We'll have coverage of all of them. 15 games possible. Got 4 today, 4 tomorrow. My math is correct, 3 on Thursday. 2 Friday, and potentially 2 on Saturday.
Maroon Tigers in the top of the third. Number 13, third baseman Michael Oakland.
Michael Oakland to lead off for Harrisburg. First pitch to him from Reese is high and tight, ball 1. This one, chopper to the third baseman by Oakland. Throw over. Forces the first baseman, Fitzsimmons, to jump off the bag, but he gets back down in time to get Oakland out at first. 5-3 put out to start inning number 3. That brings up Carson Drexler. I want to remind everybody that you as a viewer can keep track of the results of games on our KYNT Facebook and YouTube pages, as well as Twitter throughout the tournament, and jump back on the broadcast at your convenience. This one, a chopper back to the pitcher, Reese. Throw over to Fitzsimmons. A couple quick outs here for Sioux Falls East, and that brings up Jason Hansen as Carson Drexler grounds out to the pitcher. Jason Hansen, the leadoff hitter in this lineup, grounded out to the first baseman to open this ball game. Peyton Blackwelder on deck, Carson Gronseth in the hole.
Now batting number 2, left fielder Jason Hansen.
Reese fires home, low and away, gets away from the catcher. No runners on, so no damage done. The 1-0 pitch from Reese. Low and inside, gets away from Olsen again behind the plate. Ball 2. I mentioned a few times that Harrisburg came in as an 11 seed to this state tournament, the lowest seed to advance to the tournament. That's not a knock on Harrisburg. That's just a quote to how competitive Class A Legion baseball has been this summer season. Harrisburg Maroon has got some key wins over a lot of teams near the top. They showed a lot of heart, a lot of fight, a lot of talent to beat Rapid City Post 320 as well in the state qualifying round. As that is ball 4. Jason Hansen will take first base. First walk of the game issued by Reese. That brings up Peyton Blackwelder.
Hansen brings up the Harrisburg catcher, number 12, Peyton Blackwelder.
Miles Reese is at 41 pitches on the day. Something to keep an eye on. There are different pitch count rules for this state tournament. If there's a break in the action, I'll run those down for you as that first pitch is high for ball 1. One 1-0 pitch from Reese. Finds the outside part of the zone, strike 1. It's a 1-1 count. So those pitch count rules for the Legion tournament this year. There's a maximum of 105 like the regular season, but there are required days off depending on how many pitches you've thrown. Closing in on 45 pitches now for Reese. He'd need at least 2 days off before he can pitch again. 1-1 pitch inside for ball 2. So if you throw 30 or less pitches, you don't have to have a day off between games. You can pitch today and then tomorrow. If you have between 31 and 45, you need at least 1 day of rest. 46 to 60, 2 days of rest. 61 to 80, 3 days of rest, as there's a swing and a miss for strike 2. And 81 or more, you would need 4 days of rest, which means if Reese goes 81 or more pitches today in game 1, we would not see him again until potentially championship Saturday if Sioux Falls East makes it that far. 2-2 count with 2 down. That one's fouled off by Peyton Blackwelder. Hanson still at first base after drawing that walk earlier. It's a 2-0 ball game. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Deuces wild. Harrisburg trailing Sioux Falls East. Reese comes set on the mound. Hanson's going for second. Pitch low, throw down by Olson. Forces the second baseman to jump and get that one. Slides in feet first for the stolen base for Jason Hanson. Puts the runner in scoring position. Count's also full, so Hanson's probably going to be in motion again with 2 down and a full count. Carter Gronseth is on deck if Blackwelder's able to get on base. Payoff pitch from Reese. Grounder to the shortstop, gloved at short, throw over to first at Fitzsimmons. Fitzsimmons gloves it for out number 3. No hits in the inning for Harrisburg Maroon, but they do have 1 runner stranded on base. Jason Hanson at second. No runs come across. We go to the bottom of inning number 3 here in Yankton. This is the 2023 South Dakota American Legion State Tournament on KYNT TV in Yankton. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Olson Pest Technicians is a family-owned business since 1966, and with over 50 years of pest management, they understand your issues, and their well-trained team will help you solve your pest problems. Issues with cockroaches, ants, bedbugs, bats, termites, spiders, rats, mice, or other creepy crawling pests? Give your home a fresh start and use the proven method of fumigation to take care of your pest problem. Olson's Pest Technicians will thoroughly get rid of pests so you can rest easy again. Call Olson Pest today, 800-KILL-BUG. That's 1-800-KILBUGS.
Sherco is the largest manufacturer of quality tarp and containment systems in North America. With a corporate office in Yankton, South Dakota, 9 service centers, dozens of equipment manufacturers, and hundreds of dealers, we will meet your tarping and containment needs. Gear up for harvest with our Smart Trailer line. Sherco's Smart Trailer electric accessories help you do the job faster, easier, and safer with increased productivity. Open your tarp, swing your auger into place, and open your trailer hopper from a single remote. When you need to be sure, make it Sherco.
Welcome back here to the 2023 American Legion Baseball State Tournament in Yankton. We are in the bottom of inning number 3. Your first and second innings of this game were brought to you by Yankton Thrive and DeSmit Farm Mutual Insurance. Your third and fourth innings are brought to you by Sherco and Dakota Archery and Outdoor Sports, as we're currently in the bottom of inning number 3. Sioux Falls East, the top overall seed in this tournament, holds a 2-0 advantage over the 11th seeded Harrisburg Maroon, Harrisburg Gold will be playing later today.
Leading off the bottom of the third for Sioux Falls East, number 11, shortstop, Sawyer Tolk.
Darren Safransky still on the mound for Harrisburg Maroon. His first pitch to Sawyer Tolk, low and away, ball 1. Tolk singled in his first at-bat. He did not come around to score, as he was stranded on base. Second pitch to him, much like the first, is a ball. 2-0 count now to Tolk. Miles Reese, the pitcher, is on deck. Andrew Glovich, the cleanup hitter, is in the hole. That's your 3-batter minimum for Sioux Falls East. That one low and away for ball 3 for Safransky. Gets away from the pitcher on the throwback. No runners on base, so no harm done. Talked about Reese's pitch count earlier on and some of the pitch count rules for the state tournament. Safransky currently at 44 pitches, so he's closing in on being required 2 days of rest between outings on the mound. That pitch inside, ball 4. Tolk will take first base to open up the bottom of inning number 3. Brings up the pitcher, Miles Reese, struck out in his first at-bat. One of 2 strikeouts thrown by Safransky today on the mound for Harrisburg. Tolk getting a bit of a lead at first. Safransky comes home. Reese sends this one out to left center field. Left fielder and center fielder giving chase for Harrisburg. Gloved out in left field for out number 1. Good track and good play by Jason Hanson out in left. Be an F7 in the official score sheet, and that brings up the cleanup hitter, Andrew Glovich. We've already seen a home run early in this game by Jack Smith. Mentioned earlier in his first at-bat that Glovich is the team leader in home runs for Sioux Falls East. As the sun's starting to peek out from some cloud coverage here. just perfectly over the field. Looks like cloud coverage still over the water. Runner going for second is Sawyer Tolk, slides in head first. Ball gets away from the second baseman on the throw down. He'll slide in safely. Another stolen base for Sioux Falls East. It's a 1-0 count as well to Glovich. Tristan Fitzsimmons on deck. Dylan Rippentrop in the hole. Safransky working out of the stretch. 1-0 pitch, swung on by Glovich, but he can't get a piece. Strike one. Looks like there's a bit of a break in the action here. The catcher, Peyton Blackwelder, wants to talk to his pitcher, Safransky. Quick little discussion. And the time it took me to confirm his name, he was already on his way back behind the plate. Quick discussion between the pitcher and catcher. Safransky comes set on the mound, checks the runner at second, checks him again, now steps off. Toke was dancing a little bit off of second base. Safransky checks, now comes home. This one popped up by Glovich as he got too far underneath of it. Catcher trying to get underneath of it, and that's going to be out of play. That lands almost in our lap here in the booth. That landed just off to the right of a wide open window.
Braden, I would have been ready.
KYNT Sports Director Bryce Ladwick here. He's our on-site producer for this game. It does have a headset, so can jump in a little bit. That would have been right in your lap, Bryce.
I would have caught it. I'm telling you, would never have reached.
I don't know if you were watching for it, Bryce. I'm not going to lie to you.
No, I was very scared, actually.
1-2 count here for Safransky. He fires home to Glovich. Gets a swinging strike three on the punch-out. Fourth strikeout of the game for Safransky on the mound. He brings up Tristan Fitzsimmons with a runner in scoring position on second. 2 down, bottom of inning number 3. Sioux Falls East leads 2-0 over Harrisburg Maroon. Safransky checks the runner at second. Now comes set on the mound. Checks him again. Third time's the charm on the check. Now comes home, leaves it inside. Ball one. Safransky officially over 50 pitches on the day. Fitzsimmons 0 for 0 in the official scorebook. He took a walk in the first inning. 1-0 pitch, swung on by Fitzsimmons. He's going to make it 1 for 1 as that's going to drop in front of the center fielder for a base hit. Might get him an RBI as well. Tolk takes the turn at third, and he's going to go home uncontested. RBI single for Tristan Fitzsimmons. Sioux Falls East leads 3-0. Fitzsimmons saw something he liked in the zone and sent it on a ride out to center field. It's a good chase out in center by Carson Drexler for Harrisburg, but dropped just in front of him. That brings up Dylan Rippentrop, struck out in his first at-bat, trying to avenge that strikeout here. See if Fitzsimmons is in motion on the base paths, not on the first pitch. It's a 1-0 count now to Rippentrop. Left fielder here for Sioux Falls East. That one finds the zone for Safransky. It's strike one. 1-1 count now. On deck is Tate Schaefer for Sioux Falls East in the hole, Lincoln Vasgard. 2 down in the inning. Throw over to first. Not much of a lead over at first base bag for Fitzsimmons, so he dives back in safely. Just trying to keep him honest is Safransky. This one popped up left center field. Getting underneath of it is the center fielder Drexler. He gloves it for the 3rd out of the inning, but another run is put up on the board for Sioux Falls East. 1 hit, 1 run, 1 runner left on base for the top seed in this tournament. We go to the top of inning number 4. Before we go, I'd like to thank a couple of our sponsors, starting with First Dakota National Bank. Great banking is built on trust, and trust takes time. First Dakota has proudly supported the dreams and banking needs of their customers for 150 years. They offer personal, business, and ag banking solutions for every stage of your journey, plus a friendly team of professional bankers ready to put you first. Also, Yankton Thrive. There's a thriving business economy in the Yankton area. Your one source and resource for all businesses from retail to manufacturing is Yankton Thrive. For more, go to yanktonsd.com. And lastly, DeSmit Farm Mutual Insurance, serving South Dakota from South Dakota. This is the 2023 South Dakota American Legion State Tournament on KYNT TV here in Yankton. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
If you're a visitor to the Yankton area, maybe camping at the lake or fishing on the river, we welcome you. I'm Nancy Winandy, CEO of Yankton Thrive. And if you want to know what's going on around Yankton while you're here, search out the new visityanktonsd.com website. It features everything from shopping, dining, lodging, area attractions, recreational opportunities, and upcoming events. Visiting the Yankton area? Then go online to visityanktonsd.com for the information you need.
Welcome back in here on KYN TV. We go to the top of inning number 4. This is the opening game of the 2023 Legion Baseball State Tournament here in Yankton, South Dakota. I'm Braden Butler. Every game of this broadcast, I know I'm hitting this nail on the head a lot today, but every game of this state tournament will be broadcast here on KYN TV. No matter who you're a fan of, even if you don't have a dog in the fight, you just love some some Legion baseball, excuse me. KYN TV is your home. It's a 3-0 ball game. First pitch is foul tip to start inning number 4. That's Carter Gronseth at the plate. Singled in his first at-bat, was the first hit of the game for Harrisburg Maroon. Miles Reese still on the mound. One pitch from Reese. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. Sam Sutton on deck. Jacob Bergman in the hole. That's your 3-batter minimum for Harrisburg. 1-2 from Reese. Looking for the punch out, and he gets it swinging. Strike 3, first out of the inning on the punch out from Miles Reese. That sits down Carter Gronseth and brings up Sam Sutton. Sutton, the designated hitter, struck out in his first at-bat, trying to avenge that. Working from the left-handed batter's box. Strike 1 from Reese there on the first pitch. That's pitch number 53 of the game for Miles Reese. Second pitch in there as well for strike 2. Sutton finds himself in a hole he's got to protect. Sutton is a powerful hitter. He can put a ride into the ball if he likes it, what he sees. Sends that one back in the netting as he just protects the plate and gets a piece. Jacob Bergman on deck, doubled in his first at-bat. So who's coming up next for Harrisburg Maroon. Sutton still at the plate, 0-2 pitch from Reese. Trying to protect again, but can't get a piece. That's strike 3. Back-to-back punch-outs to open the 4th inning for Miles Reese. Looks like he's settling in on the mound here as we start marching down the stretch. As a reminder, the 4th inning is brought to you by Sherco and Dakota Archery and Outdoor Sports. First pitch here to Bergman, who doubled in his first at-bat. Inside for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch from Reese. Plunks Bergman on the side. Seems a little upset about it, but didn't give any indication that it was intentional, just a slip of the hand for Reese. Bergman's going to take first base. Do remind you that our broadcast is also brought to you by Sherco, a proud supporter of the 2023 South Dakota American Legion Senior Baseball State Tournament. When you need to be sure, make it Sherco. Brings up Tyler Frederick. Struck out in his first at-bat. Left-handed hitter for Harrisburg Maroon. Taking a few extra moments at first base for Bergman to compose himself. Reese has been throwing hard all game. He took that one off the hip. Not the nicest place to get hit with a baseball. Not that there really is a place you'd prefer to get hit with a baseball. Try to get the back pick on Bergman. It's the second time they've attempted a back pick on Bergman. They managed to get him the first time, but he got there just in time this time. He will stay at first base. Something in the scouting report for that catcher, Braden Olson. That one clips the zone for strike 2. It's an 0-2 count now for Miles Reese. Reese out of the stretch, working from the left side of the mound. Leaves that one outside, ball one. It's a 1-2 count now to Frederick. Casey Severson on deck. Michael Oakland in the hole. There are 2 down in the inning. The 1-2 pitch from Reese. That's in there, strike 3. 3 outs, all of them on the punch out for Miles Reese in this half inning. There was one runner stranded on base. No hits, no runs scored for Harrisburg Maroon. We go to the bottom of inning number 4. This is the 2023 South Dakota American Legion State Tournament on KYNT TV in Yankton. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Tuxedo is proud to have been part of the Yankton community since its start in 2000.
One of the things I love most is that they believe in promoting from within. I've been given many opportunities to advance.
Tuxedo has an extensive variety of benefits available to their employees.
The work environment at Tuxedo is extremely positive.
We are looking for you to join our production team. Visit www.tuxedo.com/careers to apply.
Visiting the Yankton area? Then stop at the premier outfitter for the shooting sports, Dakota Archery and Outdoor Sports. If you use it to hunt, you'll find it and more at Dakota Archery. Their store features archery equipment and guns from the leading manufacturers, plus all the gear you need to go with it. Clothing, boots, bags, caps, gloves, ammo, arrows, and more.
Open every night till 8. Dakota Archery and Outdoor Sports, East Highway 50, Yankton, South Dakota.
Welcome back here on KYN TV. I'm Braden Butler here. This is the South Dakota American Legion Baseball State Tournament here in Yankton. First time since 2011 this tournament's been hosted in the River City. The host Yankton Post 12 came in as a 3 seed. We're currently looking at the top overall seed, Sioux Falls East, at the plate. 38-8 record on the year for East. Winners of 7 straight and 9 of their last 10 games. Definitely the hottest team in the league right now. They hit their peak at the right time. They're currently up 3-0 over Harrisburg Maroon. First pitch, low and away, ball 1. Darren Safransky still on the mound for Maroon. At the plate currently is Tate Schaefer. Low and away, ball 2 to Schaefer. Reached on an error in his first at-bat. Would come around to score. 2-0 pitch, gets a swing from Schaefer, but he can't get a piece of it, strike 1. Safransky's shown some good stuff on the mound as this one is sent out to left field by Schaefer. Left fielder shades underneath of it, just in front of the warning track for out number 1. Good track out and left once again by Jason Hansen. Called his name a couple times so far today. It's out number 1 here in the 4th inning. It's the bottom half of the 4th.
Second baseman number 1, Lincoln Vasgard.
First pitch of this at-bat to Lincoln Vasgard would be 60 on the day for Darren Safransky. And it finds the outside part of the zone, strike 1. Safransky working quickly, forces a swing and a miss from Vasgard, strike 2. Vasgard did fly out to the center fielder in his first at-bat. Braden Olson on deck. Jack Smith in the hole if it gets that far. 0-2 pitch from Safransky. Low and away, ball 1. Count is in the pitcher's favor right now, so Safransky doesn't have to challenge Vasgard at the plate. See if he tries to play keep away again, force a swing and a miss. Leaves that one outside the zone again for ball 2. Trying to work that outside half. Two-two count, Safransky through the windup. Fires home. That one barely misses, once again working the outside part of the plate. It looks like we have an equipment issue behind the plate. Could see the ball coming out of the back of the catcher's mitt there. Looks like the webbing may have came loose. They're going to get Peyton Blackwelder a new glove. So he sets up behind the plate once again. Quick equipment change. On their toes to the Harrisburg dugout. Counts full here to Vasgard. Leaves that one low and away. Bounces in the left-handed batter's box for ball 4. Good discipline by Vasgard. Was down 0-2 in the count. Managed to battle back and draw the walk as he's now on first base, and that brings up Braden Olson. Olson had a sac fly RBI to right field in his first at-bat. Throw over to first, forces Vasgard to dive back in head first. He's safe. Darren Safransky with the pitch. Foul tip, backing up and over the netting, out of play. Oh, 1 from Safransky. Runner takes a few steps, but he's not going. This one's popped up in foul territory. First baseman giving chase for Harrisburg. Trying to get underneath of it, but it's just out of reach of his glove. Good effort made by Tyler Frederick, but he couldn't get there in time as the ball falls just in front of the home team bullpens. Right fielder Bergman was given chase as well. Looks like he lost his hat and shades on the run in. Safransky giving some signals to his fielders behind him. See how they want to play this with Olson. Down 0-2 in the count, how they want to attack him. Runner slides back into first base on the throw over safely. Vasgard being forced to get dirty a couple times. That pitch is high for ball 1. Good take by Olson there. The high fastball was always my vice when I was playing baseball. Another high pitch. Count goes to 2-2. Safransky checks the runner at first a couple times. Now comes set. Leaves that one low. Trying to work north-south. Count goes to 3-2. This is now back-to-back batters that Safransky has had down 0-2. And then Sioux Falls East just showing patience. Able to make the count full. And that one misses for ball 4. Back-to-back walks drawn by Sioux Falls East. Plate discipline at the top of their sheet right now, and that brings up the top of the order with Jack Smith. Looks like we're going to have a mound visit here on KYNT TV. Head coach for Harrisburg Maroon wants to go out and talk to his pitcher. We're going to take a break here while it happens. This is the 2023 South Dakota American Legion State Tournament on KYNT TV in Yankton. We're going to be back in 30 seconds.
For over 100 years, DeSmit Farm Mutual has been South Dakota's insurance company, providing farm, home, and auto insurance. Families, farmers, and ranchers look to us during good times and bad because of our commitment to our communities, neighbors, and rural lifestyle. While we utilize the most advanced technology, provide the most progressive insurance policies, and offer bundle packages that save you money, DeSmit hasn't forgotten that the most important job is protecting what's important to you. Go online to DeSmitFarmMutual.com to find an agent near you. DeSmit Farm Mutual Insurance, serving South Dakota from South Dakota.
Welcome back in here on KYN TV. Mound visit is over. No change on the mound or in the field. Darren Safransky still out there. We are in the bottom of inning number 4. Sioux Falls East currently up 3-0. 3 hits on the day for them. No runs on the board for Harrisburg Maroon as this one's sent out to center field. That one's going to be gloved out in center. Runners got to race back to their bags. As Jack Smith flies out to the center fielder. That's out number 2. As I was saying, though, Harrisburg Maroon, no runs on the board, but they do have 2 hits, 1 error as well. That brings up Sawyer Tolk. Tolk has singled and reached on a walk so far in this game, so 1 for 1 in the official score sheet. He sends this one out to left field, trying to get another base hit, and it's going to drop for a single, trying to get an RBI as well, and it's going to be an RBI single. The runners are going to advance to second and third on the throw. Another key at bat for Sawyer Tolk puts another run on the board for Sioux Falls East. They have 1 run per inning right now at this rate. They're up 4-0 here in the bottom of the 4th. With 2 runners in scoring position, Miles Reese is looking to add to that score total.
The pitcher number 2, Miles Reese.
Reese has struck out and flown out in this one. Lincoln Vasgard was the one to come across the plate for Sioux Falls East. Braden Olson on third. Sawyer Tolk on second. First pitch to Reese is low and away, ball 1. Wind up for Safransky, gets a swing and a miss from Reese. Darren Safransky up over 70 pitches now. It's been a heavy workload for him. It's only the 4th inning. That one misses outside for a ball. It's a 2-1 count to Miles Reese. Two-one pitch, swung on and missed, makes it 2-2 for Reese. Of course, Miles Reese on the mound for Sioux Falls East. Darren Safransky on the mound for Harrisburg. Safransky's got the better end of this pitcher's duel so far. That one low. Ball 3. Count goes full to Reese. Full count with 2 down, 2 runners on. We'll see if they're in motion at all. Safransky shakes off the first sign from his catcher. Now likes what he sees. He's going through his motion. Fires home. Going away, ball 4. That's going to load the bases for Sioux Falls East. And the guy you don't want to see at the plate with the bases juiced is Andrew Glovich. Good power threat for Sioux Falls East. 33 RBI on the year, 5 long balls. 34 runs scored for Glovich. There's a reason he's the cleanup hitter, and the bases are loaded for him. Get a little break in the action. Sioux Falls East is gathering a bat. That was out in the field of play. Safransky now sends to Glovich. That one right back at the camera. Good thing that net's in the way. I do want to give a shout out to Tel Tanner. He'll be on a couple play-by-play broadcasts, but he's currently running the camera for us. This one's sent back up the middle, base hit. 1 run at least is going to come across for Glovich and Sioux Falls East. They're going to hold the other runner at third, though. Station to station goes East. It's now 2 runs in the bottom of inning number 4. 5-0 they lead over Harrisburg. So I keep knocking my own papers off the desk. That brings Fitzsimmons up to the plate. Bases still loaded.
The first baseman, number 6, Tristan Fitzsimmons.
Safransky trying to work out of a bases loaded situation with 2 down. First pitch to Fitzsimmons is in there for strike 1. Tristan Fitzsimmons so far in this one has walked and has an RBI single, so he's 1 for 1 on the official score sheet. Dylan Rippentrop is on deck. Tate Schaefer led off this inning. He's in the hole. Swing and a miss for strike 2 to Fitzsimmons. It's an 0-2 count. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 for Fitzsimmons. Safransky gets into a little bit of danger, but is able to extinguish the fire as he strands the bases loaded. 2 runs do come across for Sioux Falls East in that inning. They now lead 5-0. We go to the top of inning number 5. I'd like to thank a couple of our sponsors first, including Dakota Archery. Open every night until 8 p.m. Dakota Archery and Outdoor Sports, East Highway 50 in Yankton. Proud to support the 2023 Legion State Tournament. Also Hedro, one of Yankton's biggest and best employers. When you're ready for a break and looking for a new direction, visit jobs.hedro.com. Olson's Pest Technicians, your residential and commercial pest control solutions. Call 1-800-KIL-BUGS. And Truxedo. Truxedo are looking for you to join their production team. Visit www.truxedo.com/careers to apply. This is the 2023 South Dakota American Legion State Tournament on KYNT TV in Yankton. Sioux Falls East leads 5-0 back in 30 seconds.
Know what happens when you keep your hard-earned assets at First Dakota National Bank? You can rest assured that your accounts are protected to the maximum allowed by the FDIC, and those funds stay local. Businesses and organizations are positively impacted. The whole community benefits. You can invest your resources just about anywhere today, but if you can keep them safe, earn a good return, and benefit your local community, why invest anywhere else? First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back in here on KYN TV, your exclusive home for the 2022 American Legion Baseball State Tournament. I'm Braden Butler. Mentioned a little earlier, one of many voices you'll hear throughout all these games. 14 games guaranteed, 15 possible here on KYN TV. Outside of myself, you hear KYNT Sports Director Bryce Ladwig on the mic for a few games. KYNT sports broadcaster and voice of Mount Marty Athletics, Tel Tanner, will step in for a few games during this tournament as well. As well as the voice of the Pierre Governors from KCCI in Pierre, John Winkler, making the trip down here to do some broadcasts from us.
Harrisburg in the top of the fifth, number 5.
KCCR, excuse me. Letters are hard sometimes. First pitch swung on and sent down the right field line and out of play.
Balls are worth $1 at the ticket gate, thanks to our friends at the Box Car on the corner of 2nd and Capitol. Be sure to ask about the state tournament.
Your 5th and 6th innings here as we're in the top of inning number 5. We're brought to you by Hedro and Olson's Pest Technicians. Ground ball to the second baseman, muffled at second for a moment, and he's going to beat it out to first. It's going to be called a fielding error that allowed the runner to reach. No matter how you slice it, though, Kason Severson's on first. That brings up Michael Oakland. Grounded out to the third baseman in his first at-bat. That came back in the 3rd inning.
13, Michael Oakland.
First pitch to Oakland is in there for strike 1. Miles Reese still on the mound for Sioux Falls East. That's 65 pitches on the game. Sioux Falls East does lead 5-0. I went in there for strike 2. 0-2 count. The 0-2 pitch from Reese swung on, sent foul down the left field line and out of play. You got to wonder what Sioux Falls East's strategy is here for Reese. He's one of the better arms in their rotation. He's still about 14 pitches below the 80 pitch mark, but if he eclipses that, he'd have to have 4 days of rest. Right now, he's only required 3. So we see what the plan is here, as that one's foul tipped up and over the netting and out of play. Carson Drexler is on deck for Harrisburg Maroon. Jason Hansen in the hole. Runner at first is Kason Severson. It's a 1-2 count now to Oakland as he takes that one ball high inside. One-two pitch from Reese. Ground ball to the shortstop. Gloved it short, trying to turn 2, 6-4, trying to get 3. Can't get there in time, but they get the lead runner. Oakland's going to reach on the fielder's choice as he replaces Severson at first base. Brings up Carson Drexler on the field after that fielder's choice. Drexler grounded out to the pitcher in his first at-bat in inning number 3. Jason Hansen, the leadoff hitter, is on deck. Peyton Blackwelder, catcher in the hole. First pitch swinging for Drexler. Can't get a piece of it, strike 1. Reese has eclipsed 70 pitches. The absolute maximum for a pitcher in the state tournament is 105, same as the Legion's regular season. That one just misses the zone. It's a cold take from Carson Drexler as he knocks the count up at 1-1. Oakland taking the lead off of first. Reese fires home, forces a swing and a miss from Drexler for strike 2. It's a 1-2 count now. Reese looking for his 7th strikeout of the game here. He's been dominant on the mound. The 1-2 punches him out looking as he gets strikeout number 7. Hang another K for the ace right now for Sioux Falls East. Got timeout here. With that strikeout, Reese is at 74 pitches for this mound visit. Mentioned earlier how strategy could be involved. As of right now, he'd be required only 3 days of rest. If he eclipses 80, he'd have to have 4. And we wouldn't see him again until Championship Saturday if Sioux Falls East makes it. We're going to take a break during this mound visit. This is the 2023 South Dakota American Legion State Tournament on KYNT TV in Yankton. No, excuse me, it looks like the mound visit is going to wrap up here shortly. Quicker visit than I thought. We're going to stick it right here. Reese is going to stay on the mound. Miles Reese contributes to this team in more ways than one. Even if he's not able to pitch for the next couple days, doesn't mean he can't play out in the field. He's a good batter, .391 batting average on the season, 1.15 OPS, 3 home runs, 42 RBI to lead the team. So Miles Reese is effective for this team in more ways than one. First pitch to the leadoff man, Jason Hansen. Foul tip back into the net for strike 1. Reese comes set on the mound. Fires home to Hansen, and that one finds the zone for another strike. Hansen has grounded out to the first baseman and reached on a walk so far in this one. He's in danger of being the 8th strikeout of the game for Reese. Swung on, chopper down the third base line. That one's going to go out of play down by the third base coaching box. Michael Oakland is the runner on first. He reached on a fielder's choice. Sioux Falls East almost turned a double play. 0-2 pitch just off the zone, ball 1. This one's sent out to right center field. Giving chase as the right fielder's going to drop just in front of him for a base hit. That's going to put runners at first and second. Looks like we're going to get another mound visit here. Miles Reese is still under that 80 pitch mark, so this would only put him at 3 days of rest required before he could throw again. With this mound visit, we are going to take a break. This is the 2023 South Dakota American Legion State Tournament on KYNT TV in Yankton. Looks like we will get a pitching change, so we'll be back in 60 seconds here on KYNT TV.
When you were younger, what did you dream of doing for a living?
Was it to be an engineer, a machinist? How about a mechanic?
Maybe work for a worldwide company. Well, we can make your dream a reality right here in Yankton.
You're a click away with Hydro Extruded Solutions. Hydro is in 40 countries, with Yankton being the 2nd largest in the U.S. with a family of 420 employees.
Take the leap to become a part of our family today.
Where opportunities begin at your fingertips. Go to jobs.hydro.com.
We are aluminum.
Olson Pest Technicians is a family-owned business since 1966, and with over 50 years of pest management, they understand your issues, and their well-trained team will help you solve your pest problems. Issues with cockroaches, ants, bedbugs, bats, termites, spiders, rats, mice, or other creepy crawling pests? Give your home a fresh start and use the proven method of fumigation to take care of your pest problem. Olson's Pest Technicians will thoroughly get rid of pests so you can rest easy again. Call Olson Pest today, 800-KILL-BUG. That's 1-800-KILBUGS.
Welcome back in here on KYN TV. I'm Braden Butler. Your exclusive home for the 2023 South Dakota American Legion Baseball State Tournament is KYN TV. We do have a pitching change out on the mound. It'll be Jack Smith coming in from center field. For Miles Reese, his day is done, just under 80 pitches. So he only has 3 days required of rest before he can throw again. So we could see him again in this state tournament.
79 for Reese. The defensive changes. Moving from pitcher to second base is Reese.
Reese moves from pitcher to second base.
Spot in the order for East, and now playing center field number 5, Ryan Hirsch. Hirsch will bat in center field. And moving in from center field, the new pitcher is number 8, Jack Smith.
Sorry, there I was just catching all the changes.
And the new pitcher, Jack Smith.
Catching all the changes that have happened out in the field. Jack Smith comes from center to go to the mound. Reese goes from the mound to center field. Reese goes from the mound to second base, excuse me. Ryan Hirsch checks in to go play center field for Jack Smith. And I believe the second baseman, KYNT Severson, will move to third base.
Now batting for Harrisburg is the catcher number 12, Peyton Blackwelder.
Excuse me, KYNT Severson is on Harrisburg Maroon. Second baseman, no, Tate Schaefer will still be at third. Second baseman Lincoln Vasgard checking out of the game. This one is popped up to right field. First pitch for Jack Smith is gonna get an out. As that is gloved out and right. That's out number 3. Quick inning of work for Jack Smith. 1 pitch, 1 out, and that ends the top half of inning number 5. We go to the bottom of the 5th here on KYNT TV. Sioux Falls East leads 5-0 over Harrisburg Maroon. This is the 2023 South Dakota American Legion State Tournament on KYNT TV in Yankton. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Olson Pest Technicians is a family-owned business since 1966, and with over 50 years of pest management, they understand your issues, and their well-trained team will help you solve your pest problems. Issues with cockroaches, ants, bedbugs, bats, termites, spiders, rats, mice, or other creepy crawling pests? Give your home a fresh start and use the proven method of fumigation to take care of your pest problem. Olson's Pest Technicians will thoroughly get rid of pests so you can rest easy again. Call Olson Pest today, 800-KILL-BUG. That's 1-800-KILBUGS.
Sherco is the largest manufacturer of quality tarp and containment systems in North America. With a corporate office in Yankton, South Dakota, 9 service centers, dozens of equipment manufacturers, and hundreds of dealers, we will meet your tarping and containment needs. Gear up for harvest with our Smart Trailer line. Sherco's Smart Trailer electric accessories help you do the job faster, easier, and safer with increased productivity. Open your tarp, swing your auger into place, and open your trailer hopper from a single remote. When you need to be sure, make it Sherco.
Welcome back in here on KYN TV. I am Braden Butler. KYN TV is your exclusive home for the 2023 American Legion State Tournament. Every game for every team, no matter who you're a fan of or if you don't have a dog in the fight, we're your home for some American Legion State baseball. I do want to go over the changes for Sioux Falls East once again here. So Miles Reese steps off the mound and goes to second base when they're back out in the field. Ryan Hirsch checks in for the second baseman Lincoln Vasgard as he goes to play center field, and center fielder Jack Smith moved to the mound. Hirsch will bat 8th in the lineup in place of Vasgard. That is all the changes. Up at the plate right now for Sioux Falls East is Dylan Rippentrop. Hirsch will bat this inning in place of Vasgard. He is third up due in the lineup. Rippentrop, Tate Schaefer, Ryan Hirsch, your 3-batter minimum for Sioux Falls East. Darren Safransky still out on the mound for Harrisburg Maroon. It is a 1-1 ball, or excuse me, it's a 1-2 count. It's a 5-run ball game, 5-0 Sioux Falls East leads. It'll remain a 1-2 count on that foul tip. Take a little bit of time to get the ball back into Safransky, who's closing in on 90 pitches on the day. This one on the ground to the second baseman. Gloved at second, trying to beat the throw is Rippentrop, but he doesn't get there in time. So it'll be an out at first as Rippentrop can't beat the throw. That brings up Tate Schaefer.
Third baseman number 3, Tate Schaefer.
Wonder if Rippentrop maybe caught a bit of the ankle, or Frederick at first came off the bag a little wrong. Either way, he was flexing that lower leg a little bit, his right leg. Even heard a call from the bench asking if he's all right. He said, I'm good. He was going to stay out there at first. Excuse me, looks like the left leg he's checking. It's a 1-0 count here to Schaefer. Flew out and reached in an error so far this game. Ground ball to the third baseman, hops a couple times, fire across the diamond, pulls Frederick off the bag at first. Be a throwing error that reaches Tate Schaefer safe at first. E5 in the official score sheet. That brings up Ryan Hirsch, who is yet to bat today.
Number 5, center fielder Ryan Hirsch.
Just checked in, has a .295 batting average on the season. Slugs .344. Has 5 RBI, 18 hits, 3 of them for extra bases. Takes ball 1 high. The thing about Hirsch, he's very disciplined at the plate. He's drawn 18 walks on the season. Takes that one, though, for a strike from Stefanski. It's a 1-2 count now to Hirsch. One-two pitch. Swung on by Hirsch, popped up in foul territory and out of play. Do want to apologize for a misread on my part. Hirsch has not drawn 18 walks this season. That is Dylan Rippentrop. Names are right next to each other on my stat sheet. My apologies on that, but handful of walks have been drawn for Hirsch this year. Still disciplined at the plate. 1-2 pitch. It's a grounder. Hops a couple times to the third baseman. Throw across the diamond. In there just in time. Look at the heads-up base running by Tate Schaefer as he goes all the way to third, scooting around the bags on the throw over to first. Hirsch will be out at first, but now there's a runner in prime position to put another one on the board for Sioux Falls East, and that brings up Braden Olson.
Catcher number 21, Braden Olson.
Olson has a sac fly, RBI, and a walk drawn in this game. Sac fly is off the table here with 2 down in the inning, but he takes ball 1. .1-0, clips the inside part of the plate to Olson, strike 1. Stefanski closing in on the maximum pitches. 105 is the max a pitcher can throw in one game. Once he hits that number, he is allowed to finish the at-bat that he has started. 2-1 count now after that one missed for a ball. Stefanski fires home. Misses again, ball 3. Barely missed the zone, though. We are on the bottom of inning number 5. This is the opening game of the 2023 Legion Baseball State Tournament here in Yankton. 5-0, Sioux Falls East leads. They're the top overall seed. Harrisburg Maroon coming in as the 11 seed. That one misses just inside. That's ball 4. Olson will take his second walk of the game. That'll bring Jack Smith to the plate. Home run on the first pitch of the game to Sioux Falls East. Struck out and flew out since, but he definitely got this run started for Sioux Falls East, keeping their hot streak going. They came into this game winners of 7 straight and 9 of their last 10. Harrisburg Maroon came in with an upset in the state qualifier, knocking off the 6th seed Rapid City Post 320. On the road out in Rapid as well, so they made a trip across the state and then battled back from a 1-0 deficit to win that 3-game series. First pitch in the zone for strike 1 to Smith. On deck is Sawyer Tolk, in the hole is Miles Reese. See if he gets that far with 2 down in the inning. 0-1 pitch. Smith takes it for ball 1. Sun is definitely coming out now. Runner going from first to second, swing and a miss from Smith. No throw down. Schaefer has shown the aggressive base running. Last thing Harrisburg wants is a throw down. Any miscommunication on that throw, and Schaefer's taken home. So there's runners at second and third. 2 in scoring position for Jack Smith. Takes that one high for ball 2. 2-2 count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on base. Deuce is wild here for Sioux Falls East. East has 5 hits in this game for their 5 runs, 1 error as well. That one low and away, ball 3, count goes full. We'll get a payoff pitch here from Harrisburg. Darren Safransky still on the mound. He has reached that 105 pitch mark as well, so this will be the last batter he faces. We are due for a pitching change after this. We'll see if we get a change here in the bottom of the 5th or in the bottom of the 6th. This one, ground ball to the third baseman. He gloves it, fires across to Frederick at first. Gets there just in the nick of time for the 3rd out. That strands 2 runners on. That's going to do it for Darren Safransky as he has eclipsed that 105 pitch mark. Good day on the mound for him. Had gotten into a little bit of trouble spots. Was able to battle out of multiple tough situations where it could have been worse for him. Good day on the mound for Safransky. We'll see who Harrisburg Maroon brings out on the plate in the bottom of inning, or brings out on the mound for the bottom of inning number 6. I'd like to thank a couple of our sponsors. Starting with Fairfield Inn, the 2023 South Dakota State Legion Baseball Tournament broadcast booth is sponsored by the Fairfield Inn, Yankton's newest and nicest hotel, now open at 21st and Broadway, and KYNT TV. KYNT TV, your exclusive home for state tournament broadcast coverage. Please consider subscribing to the KYN TV YouTube channel and be made aware of whenever we go live for Yankton and Mount Marty University athletics. Even if you're not from Yankton, some schools do not have road game coverage. You're more than welcome to join us on KYN TV. Football, volleyball, soccer, basketball, and baseball. No matter what, we have you covered on Yankton's home stream, KYN TV. Jack Smith going out for his first complete inning of work as he got the last out of inning number 5 for Sioux Falls East. We'll see what he does on the mound when we come back. This is the 2023 South Dakota American Legion State Tournament on KYN TV in Yankton. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
If you're a visitor to the Yankton area, maybe camping at the lake or fishing on the river, we welcome you. I'm Nancy Winandy, CEO of Yankton Thrive. And if you want to know what's going on around Yankton while you're here, search out the new VisitYanktonSD.com website. It features everything from shopping, dining, lodging, area attractions, recreational opportunities, and upcoming events. Visiting the Yankton area? Then go online to VisitYanktonSD.com for the information you need.
Tuxedo is proud to have been part of the Yankton community since its start in 2000.
One of the things I love most is that they believe in promoting from within. I've been given many opportunities to advance.
Tuxedo has an extensive variety of benefits available to their employees.
The work environment at Tuxedo is extremely positive.
We are looking for you to join our production team. Visit www.tuxedo.com/careers to apply.
Welcome back here on KYN TV. First pitch at the top of inning number 6 was a ball from Jack Smith. It's ball 2 from Smith on the mound. Currently at the plate for Harrisburg Maroon is, Carter Gronseth. He grounds it to the shortstop. Gloved at short, fires across the diamond, pulls the first baseman off the bag. Gronseth has to get out of the way of that. I'm going to call him safe at first. Call that a throwing error on the shortstop here. That'll be credited to Sawyer Tolk.
Gronseth reaching on the error. Now batting the designated hitter, number 16, Sam Sutton.
Brings up Sam Sutton, the designated hitter. Only down to their last 2 half innings for the Harrisburg bats at this rate. This one is roped out to right field, over the right fielder's head on the warning track and off the fence. That's going to be a base hit for Sutton. He's churning and turning for 2. Runner's going to stay at third as well. So now runners in scoring position. There are 2 of them. That brings up Jacob Bergman. This is the sign of life Harrisburg wanted here late in this game. Jacob Bergman has reached on a double and hit by pitch so far in this game, so he's 1 for 1 on the official score sheet. Tyler Frederick on deck. Jason Severson in the hole. First pitch to Bergman is high for ball 1. One-0 pitch to Bergman. Swung on, strike 1. That was a hardy cut for Bergman. Look, he was trying to put 3 on the board for Harrisburg. The 1-1 from Smith. Finds the outside part of the zone. Strike 2. It's now a 1-2 count. Got into a little trouble early, but now it looks like he's starting to settle in for Jack Smith on the mound. This one popped up out of play over the netting here. Be a foul ball. Remain 1-2 count for Bergman. Runners on second and third. Smith's working out of the windup. Toes the left side of the rubber. Leaves that one low and away for ball 2. It's always interesting to see where on the mound pitchers set their driving foot, as this one is chopped to the second baseman. Looks like 1 run is going to score for Harrisburg. We're going to get the out at first, but Harrisburg Maroon are on the board. It's 5-1 now. Sack Price RBI for Jacob Bergman. Scores Carter Gronseth, and that brings up Tyler Frederick. Runner advances to third as well. Sam Sutton sitting on third base in a 5-1 ball game.
First baseman number 8, Tyler Frederick.
Tyler Frederick. Pair of strikeouts so far in this game. Trying to get into the hit column. Be a big hit here with that runner in scoring position. Takes the first pitch for ball 1. That one misses as well for ball 2. Frederick staying disciplined at the plate. I always talk about the mental aspect of the game. Sometimes it's difficult to stay disciplined. We've had a couple strikeouts on the day. Tries to get a piece of that one, but can't find it. So it's a 2-1 count now to Frederick. Even more credit to him. 2-1 pitch from Smith. Frederick pops the hips, but he holds up on the swing. So it'll be ball 3. 3-1 count. We'll see what Frederick's doing here. Wind up in the pitch. Takes a swing at that one, makes the count full. That was a challenge pitch from Smith. Full count here to Tyler Frederick. Gets a piece of it. It's going to be fouled off the plate and into his own leg. Doesn't look to be shaken up at all, but I know that must not have felt good. Said it earlier and I'll say it again. There's not exactly a place you want to get hit by a baseball. Smith quick into his windup. That one clips the inside part of the zone for strike 3. Good placement by Smith as he sets Tyler Frederick down on strikes. 1 runner still on third with 2 down in the inning for Harrisburg.
Number 5, second baseman Kason Severson.
Kason Severson at the plate. 0 for 1. Reached on an error in his last at-bat. Takes ball 1. It's a 5-1 ball game here in the top of inning number 6. Harrisburg Maroon have pushed their first run across in this inning. It's a chopper to the third baseman. He's charging it. Fires across the diamond in there in time. And that is going to do it for the top half of inning number 6. Harrisburg Maroon is on the board as they got 1 runner left on, but a run has come across. It's 5-1 as we go to the bottom of inning number 6. This is the 2023 South Dakota American Legion State Tournament on KYNT TV in Yankton. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Visiting the Yankton area? Then stop at the premier outfitter for the shooting sports, Dakota Archery and Outdoor Sports. If you use it to hunt, you'll find it and more at Dakota Archery. Their store features archery equipment and guns from the leading manufacturers, plus all the gear you need to go with it. Clothing, boots, bags, caps, gloves, ammo, arrows, and more.
Open every night till 8. Dakota Archery and Outdoor Sports, East Highway 50, Yankton, South Dakota.
For over 100 years, DeSmit Farm Mutual has been South Dakota's insurance company, providing farm, home, and auto insurance. Families, farmers, and ranchers look to us during good times and bad because of our commitment to our communities, neighbors, and rural lifestyle. While we utilize the most advanced technology, provide the most progressive insurance policies, and offer bundle packages that save you money, DeSmit hasn't forgotten that the most important job is protecting what's important to you. Go online to DeSmitFarmMutual.com to find an agent near you. DeSmit Farm Mutual Insurance, serving South Dakota from South Dakota.
New arm on the mound for Harrisburg Maroon as we return here on KYN TV. I am Braden Butler. KYN TV is still your exclusive home for all American Legion State Baseball Tournament coverage this year. 14 games guaranteed, 15 games possible. This is only game one. I'd like to thank everybody for joining us on this journey, no matter what team you're rooting for. New pitcher on the mound, as I mentioned, is Jonah Knuth. Look at Darren Safransky and his stats on the game. 5 complete innings pitched, 107 total pitches. So he will need at least 4 days of rest before he's allowed to throw again. 5 hits allowed, 5 runs, 4 of them earned. He also struck out 5 batters. Safransky worked out of a lot of trouble spots as well. Left a lot of runners on base. Scoreline may not show how good of a job on the mound Safransky did, especially when he was in a tight spot. Leading off here for Sioux Falls East as we are in the bottom of inning number 6 will be Sawyer Tolk. Tolk, 2 singles, an RBI, and a walk so far in this game. His only shot to add an RBI is to send one over the fence or beat out and inside the Parker.
Bottom of the 6th for Sioux Falls East, number 11, shortstop, Sawyer Tolk.
On deck is Miles Reese. In the hole is Andrew Glovich. That's your three batter minimum for Sioux Falls East. Be the first pitch from Knuth. We'll see what he's got on the mound. High leg kick, working out of the stretch. This one is a dribbler down the third base line. No, they're going to say it hit off of the foot of Tolk, the top of the foot there on the foul ball. So that was a dead ball. He's got a little bit of padding on that shin guard in the front that lays over his foot, but still it couldn't feel good. That one's in there for strike 2. Oh, 2 count to Tolk. We'll see what Knuth has here on the mound as he comes set. Fires home. Tolk sends this one into right center field over the second baseman's head. That's a base hit. Another single for Sawyer Tolk. 3 singles on the day and a walk. So he's 3 for 3 now with 4 appearances on the base paths, and that brings up Miles Reese. Strikeout, flyout, and a walk drawn for Reese so far in this one. Started the game on the mound, did Reese.
Number 2, second baseman.
Didn't go over his stats earlier when he checked out. 4 2/3 innings pitched, 3 hits, no runs, 8 total strikeouts for Reese on the mound. First pitch to him is in there for strike 1 from Knuth. Big thing for Reese as well as he kept it just under that 80 pitch mark, which means he only needs 3 days of rest before he's allowed to throw again. He'll be ready heading into the weekend if Sioux Falls East advances that far. 0-1 pitch left inside for ball 1 to Reese. Knuth taking some time, adjusting his cap, looking at the runner on first. Sawyer Tolk led off this inning, with a single. That one just misses to Reese. That's a tough pitch to take, but he gets it called for a ball. Two-one for Knuth. More deliberate pace on the mound for Knuth. Shortens his stride out of the stretch as well. This one's sent down the right field line. It's going to be a foul ball. Bergman giving chase up onto the fence into the bullpen area. Doesn't quite go over it. Posted up there for just a moment. That was going to be foul tip, make it a 2-2 count. Like I was saying about Knuth, he has a higher leg kick with no runners on. He has more of a windup. Has a quicker motion coming home with a runner on the base paths. Knuth, short step, runner goes, throw down to second. Going to one hop to the second baseman, but he's not going to get there in time. Sawyer Tolk head first slide into second with a stolen base. It's a 3-2 count as well as it goes full. Reese trying to draw his second walk of the game. Payoff pitch from Knuth. Reese, chopper to the third baseman, checks the runner at second, looks him back, throw across the diamond, gets there in time for out number 1. Miles Reese thrown out. Good heads-up play at third by Michael Oakland. Looking the runner back to second, keeping Tolk honest and still managing to get across the diamond in time for the out. That brings up Andrew Glovich.
Right fielder number 9, Andrew Glovich.
Glovich has struck out, flown out, and reached, Glovich has struck out, grounded out, and has an RBI single in this game. This one sent out to left center field on a ride. It's a long shot for Glovich, and that is into the trees over the left center field wall. Another home run on the day for Sioux Falls East, and the 6th of the season for Andrew Glovich. He put Sioux Falls East up 7-1 here in the bottom of the 6th. Sioux Falls East has come to play. Talk about them being the hottest team coming into this state tournament. Glovich is a big reason why as they break it down with another home run. 7-1 lead now for Sioux Falls East. 1 out in the bottom of inning number 6. And that brings up Tristan Fitzsimmons. Meeting of the minds on the mound right now between the pitcher Knuth and his catcher Blackwelder, Peyton Blackwelder. What a shot from Andrew Glovich. There wasn't much doubt about that one. He put a ride into that one.
Tristan Fitzsimmons.
Brings up Tristan Fitzsimmons. A walk, a strikeout, and an RBI single in this one. He's going to chop this one to the third baseman, Oakland. 2-hopper. He gloves it, fires across, trying to get there in time. Just beats him to first. Does the throw, and that's going to be Tristan Fitzsimmons out on the ground out to the third baseman. Two down now in the inning as that brings up Dylan Rippentrop.
Left fielder number 4, Dylan Rippentrop.
Rippentrop grounded out to the second baseman in his last at-bat. Takes first pitch for strike 1. The 0-1. Swung on by Rippentrop, driven out to right field. Bergman giving chase. There's going to be a converging of Harrisburg players in the right center field. It drops between all of them, and Rippentrop keeps the legs moving, so he's going to be safe at second. That was just a perfect bloops to no man's land for Rippentrop. And he's able to find his way to the second base bag. That brings up Tate Schaefer. Schaefer's reached on a couple errors in this game. Also has a fly out to left field.
Third baseman number 3, Tate Schaefer.
It's a double for Rippentrop on that hit to no man's land. Low and away, ball 1 to Schaefer. First pitch from Knuth. 7 runs on 8 hits, 2 errors as well, accumulated by Sioux Falls East. 1 run on 4 hits, 2 errors for Harrisburg Maroon. That one finds the zone for Knuth, strike 1. It's a 1-1 count. We're in the bottom of inning number 6. 6-run lead for Sioux Falls East. Schaefer takes that one on the outside part. Ball 2. Knuth checks the runner at second. Now comes home to Schaefer. Leaves that one outside as well. Ball 3. This is only game 1 today. 4 games will be played here in at Riverside Field. All of them on KYNT TV. 3-1 pitch from Knuth. Misses low. Ball 4. Schaefer takes first base, and that brings up Ryan Hirsch. Following this game between Sioux Falls East and Harrisburg Maroon will be a matchup between Harrisburg Gold and Aberdeen. That is scheduled for first pitch at 12:30. Might be pushed back slightly as we're getting up on the noon mark here. Pre-game will start 30 minutes before, so there'll be a quick transition here on KYN TV for that game. This one popped up shallow left field for Hirsch. Getting under it is the left fielder for Harrisburg, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. but not before 2 runs come across for Sioux Falls East on a 2-run blast over the left center field fence by Andrew Glovich. 7-1 lead Sioux Falls East. We could be going to the final half inning of the game. Harrisburg needs to get a run going here in a hurry. We go to the top of inning number 7 when we come back. But first, I'd like to thank a couple of our sponsors, including First Dakota National Bank. Great banking is built on trust, and trust takes time. First Dakota has proudly supported the dreams and banking needs of their customers for 150 years. They offer personal, business, and ag banking solutions for every stage of your journey, plus a friendly team of professional bankers ready to put you first. Also, Yankton Thrive. There's a thriving business economy in the Yankton area. Your one source and resource for all businesses from retail to manufacturing is Yankton Thrive. DeSmit Farm Mutual Insurance. They've been serving South Dakota from South Dakota. Lastly, Sherco, a proud supporter of the 2023 South Dakota American Legion Senior Baseball State Tournament. When you need to be sure, make it Sherco. This is the 2023 South Dakota American Legion State Tournament on KYNT TV in Yankton. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Olson Pest Technicians is a family-owned business since 1966, and with over 50 years of pest management, they understand your issues, and their well-trained team will help you solve your pest problems. Issues with cockroaches, ants, bedbugs, bats, termites, spiders, rats, mice, or other creepy crawling pests? Give your home a fresh start and use the proven method of fumigation to take care of your pest problem. Olson's Pest Technicians will thoroughly get rid of pests so you can rest easy again. Call Olson Pest today, 800-KILL-BUG. That's 1-800-KILBUGS.
Welcome back here on KYN TV. Jack Smith still out on the mound for Sioux Falls East as they are looking to take the opening game of the 2023 state tournament. 3 outs would do it as they lead Harrisburg Maroon 7-1 in the top of inning number 7. 2 runs scored in the last half inning for Sioux Falls East on a cannon shot to left center field by Andrew Glovich, his 6th home run of the season. Leading off here this half inning for Harrisburg Maroon as they try to start the rally. Trying to get him to turn it up so I can see the number on the back of his jersey. It'll be Michael Oakland, the third baseman, leading off. He's grounded out and reached on a fielder's choice so far in this game. He takes strike 1 there from Smith, 0-1 count. Second pitch misses for Jack Smith, so it's a 1-1 count now. Michael Oakland at the plate, Carson Drexler on deck, Jason Hansen in the hole. 1-1 pitch, sent down the left field line, but hooked, foul, out of play. Those dark skies and cloud cover from early this morning are gone. The sun is out and starting to heat up here in Yankton. 1-2 pitch, inside, almost clips Oakland. Makes it a 2-2 count. Might not have been the most fun way to get on base, but Harrisburg Maroon needs runners right now as that one's left low and away, ball 3. Oakland has worked the count full. Get the payoff pitch from Jack Smith. Oakland makes contact with this one. That one foul as well. Look like maybe over the Harrisburg Maroon bench. Payoff pitch, part 2 for Jack Smith. That one left high for ball 4, and Oakland will take first base. Brings up Carson Drexler, who's grounded out back to the pitcher and struck out so far in this game. Next game on the docket here on KYN TV will be Harrisburg Gold against Aberdeen Post 24. That is scheduled for a 12:30 p.m. first pitch. As I mentioned, about 11:54 right now. That could be pushed back a couple of minutes. We'll have 30 minutes to warm up for both teams at the very least. 1-0 pitch to Drexler, and he sends this one back out to center field for another base hit. Or his first base hit of the game, excuse me. You got runners at first and second, moving station to station for Harrisburg. And that brings up the top of the order with Jason Hansen. A quick little meeting of the minds on the mound. Catcher Braden Olson talking with his pitcher, Jack Smith. Shortstop trots in to join the fray as well. That is Sawyer Toll. Just a quick conversation between the three as we're getting ready to get back going here. 7-1 lead for Sioux Falls East. Nobody out so far in this inning, and 2 down for Harrisburg Maroon, or 2 on, excuse me, for Harrisburg Maroon. If Smith and Sioux Falls East are able to get 3 outs, that would end this game. They would take game 1. Harrisburg Maroon would not be eliminated, but they would be relegated to the consolation bracket. This is a dribbler to the third baseman, gloved at third, fire across the diamond, gets away from Fitzsimmons at first. That's going to bring a run home to score as Michael Oakland makes the turn at third and heads home. We got runners at second and third on a throwing error. Harrisburg Maroon puts another run up on the board. 7-2 now for Maroon as they trail Sioux Falls East.
Infield single for Hanson. The run scores on a throwing error. Now batting catcher number 12, Peyton Blackwelder.
The official score sheet is going to rule that an infield single for Hanson. Not grant him the RBI. They're going to say the run scored on the throwing error. First pitch to Peyton Blackwelder finds the zone, strike 1. Blackwelder struck out previously in this game. Also grounded out to the shortstop. That one finds the zone for strike 2 to Blackwelder. Carter Gronseth on deck, Sam Sutton in the hole. This is your 2-3-4 hitters. Due up for Harrisburg Maroon as that one misses the zone, ball 1. It's the exact part of the order you want with 2 runners in scoring position. Nobody out, trying to make this comeback here as they currently trail by 5, excuse me. The 1-2 swung on and missed by Blackwelder. Showing some frustration there as he couldn't get a piece of it. It's the first out of the inning, and that brings up Carter Gronseth. Gronseth reached on an error earlier in this game. That came in the 6th inning. He also had a single in the 1st inning. That one's in there for strike 1 to Gronseth. Sam Sutton on deck. Jacob Bergman in the hole. Heart of the order up here for Harrisburg Maroon. That one finds the zone as well, though, to Gronseth for strike 2. Gets it growing from some fans. You got to assume the Harrisburg Maroon supporters who have made the trip down. 0-2 pitch from Smith. Swung on by Gronseth, trying to protect the plate. Couldn't get a piece of it, strike 3. 2 down now in the inning. Harrisburg trying to start that 2-out rally. 2 runners on. They trail by 5. That brings up Sam Sutton. Powerful hitter here for Harrisburg. Doubled in his last at-bat. Could be the final out for Harrisburg Maroon as well. First pitch to him is strike 1 from Jack Smith. Swing and a miss for strike 2 from Sutton. Jack Smith now in a pitcher's count. Sutton is going to be forced to protect, and Smith can come at him with whatever he's got in his arsenal. See what the plan is here. The windup and the pitch for Jack Smith. Swung on and missed, and Sioux Falls East wins the opening game of the 2023 American Legion State Tournament here in Yankton. 7-2 your final score. Harrisburg putting some runs on the board late, putting some runners on base late, but it just wasn't enough in the end as they fall by 5. They will fall to the consolation bracket. Sioux Falls East will advance to a game tomorrow. They will play at 5 p.m. in the second session. Harrisburg Maroon will play at 10 a.m. tomorrow against the loser of Game 3. That'll happen in the second session this evening. So we'll see how the bracket shakes out as we get going here on KYNT TV. We'll be back with a post-game show here in just a couple of minutes. This is the 2023 South Dakota American Legion State Tournament on KYNT TV in Yankton. Sioux Falls East, 7-2 victory over Harrisburg Maroon gets us started. We'll be back in a couple minutes.
Sureco is the largest manufacturer of quality tarp and containment systems in North America. With a corporate office in Yankton, South Dakota, 9 service centers, dozens of equipment manufacturers, and hundreds of dealers, we will meet your tarping and containment needs. Gear up for harvest with our Smart Trailer line. Sureco's Smart Trailer electric accessories help you do the job faster, easier, and safer with increased productivity. Open your tarp, swing your auger into place, and open your trailer hopper from a single remote. When you need to be sure, make it Sureco.
If you're a visitor to the Yankton area, maybe camping at the lake or fishing on the river, we welcome you. I'm Nancy Winandy, CEO of Yankton Thrive. And if you want to know what's going on around Yankton while you're here, search out the new visityanktonsd.com website. It features everything from shopping, dining, lodging, area attractions, recreational opportunities, and upcoming events. Visiting the Yankton area? Then go online to visityanktonsd.com for the information you need.
Tuxedo is proud to have been part of the Yankton community since its start in 2000.
One of the things I love most is that they believe in promoting from within. I've been given many opportunities to advance.
Tuxedo has an extensive variety of benefits available to their employees.
The work environment at Tuxedo is extremely positive.
We are looking for you to join our production team. Visit www.tuxedo.com/careers to apply.
Welcome back in here on KYNT TV. Sioux Falls East takes the opening game of the 2023 American Legion Baseball State Tournament here in Yankton. 7-2 victory over Harrisburg Maroon. We'll go into your stats review for this game, starting with the victorious Post 15 East. Excuse me here as I get my stat sheet out. Jack Smith went 1 for 4 with a run scored. He led off this game with a home run over the right field fence, and that really got the action going for Sioux Falls East. Sawyer Tolk went 3 for 3 with 2 runs scored, an RBI, and a walk drawn. The pitcher, Miles Reese, didn't record a hit in the game, but he was sensational on the mound over 4 2/3 innings of work. We'll talk about him when we get to the pitching stats. Andrew Glovich hit another home run on the day, 2 for 4 with that home run and 3 RBI. Tristan Fitzsimmons went 1 for 3 with an RBI and a walk. Dylan Rippentrop went 1 for 4. Tate Schaefer went 0 for 3 but reached base a few times and scored a run. Also drew a walk. Lincoln Vasgard went 0 for 1 with a run scored and a walk drawn. Ryan Hirsch in his place went 0 for 2. Braden Olson went 0 for 0 officially on the day. So he has a sac fly RBI and a pair of walks. That does it for the Sioux Falls East batters. As for Harrisburg Maroon, Jason Hansen went 2 for 3 on the day with a walk drawn. Gronseth went 1 for 4 with a run scored as well. Sam Sutton went 1 for 4 with a double. Jacob Bergman went 1 for 2 with an RBI, reached base a couple times. And the other hit on the day for Harrisburg Maroon was by Carson Drexler, who went 1 for 3. Pitching stats on the day, we'll keep it with Harrisburg Maroon here. Darren Safransky got the start on the mound. 5 innings pitched, 5 hits, 5 runs allowed, 4 of them earned. Allowed 6 walks, and punched out 5 batters. Knuth came in his place, Jonah Knuth. 1 inning pitched, 3 hits allowed, 2 runs, both of them earned, no strikeouts, and 1 walk issued. As for the pitchers for Sioux Falls East, Miles Reese gets the win on the mound, 4 2/3 innings pitched, 3 hits, no runs allowed, 8 total strikeouts, only 1 walk issued. Jack Smith on cleanup duty, 2 1/3 innings pitched, 3 hits allowed, 2 runs, neither of them earned, 4 strikeouts, 1 walk issued. Talk about your player of the game for today. Overall player of the game, I think, has to be Sawyer Tolk, who was sensational on the day. Didn't have the wow factor of the home runs like Jack Smith and Andrew Glovich, but he was just a consistent force at the plate. Sawyer Tolk, 3 for 3, 2 runs scored, 1 RBI, 1 walk drawn. Perfect on the day. There's no better way to have a day at the plate. Do have to give a shout out, as I mentioned, to Jack Smith and Andrew Glovich for both hitting home runs in this game. With Glovich going that 2 for 4 in that home run and 3 RBIs. We're getting ready to go already into Game 2 here shortly on KYN TV, so we're going to wrap this up quickly. Sioux Falls East, once again, victorious in Game 1. Let's take a look at what would be next for them on the bracket. They advance to Game 7 of the tournament, which would be tomorrow night at 5 p.m. They will play the winner of Brookings Post 74 against Rapid City Post 22 from this evening. Harrisburg Maroon will head into the loser's bracket of this tournament. Still have a chance to battle back and be crowned state champion. Just have to win out from here to survive and advance for Maroon. They will play at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning against the loser of Brookings Post 74 and Rapid City Post 22 from this evening. Coming up next on KYN TV, we'll have Harrisburg Gold Post 45 against Aberdeen Post 24. That'll be the final game of Session 1. Thank you for joining us so far. Game 1 down, many more to go of the 2023 American Legion Baseball State Tournament here on KYN TV in Yankton. I've been Braden Butler. For our on-site producer, KYNT Sports Director Bryce Ladwig. For our cameraman, Tell Tanner. If you stay tuned to KYN TV and join our next broadcast, you'll get acclimated with him very quickly. He'll be on the broadcast for the next one. I've been Braden Butler. Thank you again for everybody for joining me. And we'll be back here shortly on KYN TV. But until then, stay safe and be good people. We're going to keep it rolling here.
Hi, my name's Paula.
Hello, my name is Nicole Johnson.
Hey, my name is Cy Williams.
I am extrusion supervisor. I've been working at Hedro for about 10 years now. The reason I like working at Hedro is for the challenges and the opportunities to step up. I first started off in packing, and I was able to move myself up within the first 5 years. I believe it's a great place to work at.
I've been working here since 2011. I really like working for this company here. The department I work in here is dye repair. I've been a dye corrector for like maybe 4.5 years. I love it. I love the people. When we work here, we work safe. We work together as a unit.
I work here at Hedro approximately 4 months now. I am the plant machinist. Everybody I work with is fantastic. Total mutual respect with all the employees around here. A lot of people are 45-year employees, so to have a company with that many people that are 20, 30, and 40 years, they have to be doing something right.
Starting the first bank in South Dakota was the easy part, earning the confidence of local farmers, helping families account for their dreams, and securing the future for countless businesses took us a little longer. We owe it to the hard workers, big dreamers, and forward thinkers out there. Thank you for making South Dakota a great place to call home.
Visiting the Yankton area? Then stop at the premier outfitter for the shooting sports, Dakota Archery and Outdoor Sports. If you use it to hunt, you'll find it and more at Dakota Archery. Their store features archery equipment and guns from the leading manufacturers, plus all the gear you need to go with it. Clothing, boots, bags, caps, gloves, ammo, arrows, and more.
Open every night till 8. Dakota Archery and Outdoor Sports, East Highway 50, Yankton, South Dakota.
For over 100 years, DeSmit Farm Mutual has been South Dakota's insurance company, providing farm, home, and auto insurance. Families, farmers, and ranchers look to us during good times and bad because of our commitment to our communities, neighbors, and rural lifestyle. While we utilize the most advanced technology, provide the most progressive insurance policies, and offer bundle packages that save you money, DeSmit hasn't forgotten that the most important job is protecting what's important to you. Go online to DeSmitFarmMutual.com to find an agent near you. DeSmit Farm Mutual Insurance, serving South Dakota from South Dakota.
Proud to have been part of the Yankton community since its start in 2000.
One of the things I love most is that they believe in promoting from within. I've been given many opportunities to advance.
Tuxedo has an extensive variety of benefits available to their employees.
The work environment at Tuxedo is extremely positive.
We are looking for you to join our production team. Visit www.tuxedo.com/careers to apply.
SureCo is the largest manufacturer of quality tarp and containment systems. With a corporate office in Yankton and 9 service centers, we will meet your tarping and containment needs. Gear up for harvest with our smart trailer line. SureCo's smart trailer electric accessories help you do the job faster, easier, and safer with increased productivity. When you need to be sure, make it Sure Co.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.